Okay. How is everybody doing this evening or this night? I would like everyone to know I started dead on time and started my music. I was just going and just talking. Started the call. And I happened to pull up my phone to see what the comments was looking like and make sure everything was lined up. And I had not pressed go live. I had done my intro, my countdown, my intro music. I had pulled up, was sharing the screen and getting into this call. And I'm like, okay, I did not go live. I did everything but hit the go live button. But we are here now. Hey, let's talk about it. All is here. She is number one. And we have LK, the number two person. They are on the moonwalk today. We have Kenna 14, eyeglass, eyeglasses in Atlanta, Zen Soul, Mimi, that ain't got nothing to do with me, and Ms. Lorraine. Now, I was saying that I did not want to be on here long. I had planned on coming on here earlier today, but it just didn't work out that way. So we are only going to be on here an hour, and that is it. So the call that I am going to play, it kind of because I'm doing the RICO countdown now, and we're going to be revisiting some things. And the call that I am going to play, that I had already started playing and commentating on, is Ernesto. Okay, it is. Well, here it is. I think it's the one. Why would you? No, it's about the Steve Morning Harvey show. Steve Morning Harvey. Steve. Hey, for Grace. For Grace is a new member. Welcome, welcome to the Moonlight Agency. This is when Sonia goes on to read the letter at or talk about the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
This video will contain conversations about the Steve Harvey Morning Show that aired on September 11th, 2023. On that show, Steve Harvey and Shirley Strawberry addressed the jail calls. This first call was made on September 10th, one day before the morning.
If YouTube is playing its games like last night, we getting off of here because I can't do this. Not like last night, not this early in the game. Let me see what is going on.
Show aired. Sonia and Ernesto talk about the upcoming show. Take a listen.
You done woke up?
No, I went to sleep. How are you?
You never went to sleep.
No, I never went to sleep. I was watching TV. Cause I had to do some things tomorrow, so I didn't want to throw my sleep off.
Now here she is doing all that whispering and moaning talk. So, I'm gonna turn it up some and put on the closed caption so that you can hear what she's saying.
Take it.
Oh,
So,
okay.
how are you?
I'll be glad tomorrow get here when the news come on. Like, see what's going on. Yeah.
They're gonna have some high ratings tomorrow. Gonna be some high ratings. Oh gosh, that shit. You know, it
Wait,
all started
wait
with
a minute.
that damn prosecutor lying in court,
Hold on.
talking about when it went off with his girlfriend.
What high ratings? What you talking about?
On the show, when he talk about whatever he's gonna talk about, Steve Harvey,
Oh, okay. Okay.
was referencing things,
Okay.
and it's on everybody's blog, everybody,
Really?
fucking, yeah. I'm trying to tell you, if she wasn't working for him,
And she absolutely loves it.
this would not be a conversation. Because I'm telling you, I was listening to this one girl who stay in shit, and I see why, because she's got a messy mouth. Her little podcast of it, and it's just all about Steve. They just keep rooting everything.
You know, I was listening to this call in Hey Soundcheck Annette and Aaliyah TV. I was listening to this call and another call last night. And the thing that got me the most with her, and even still now when you listen to her, she doesn't listen to anybody. She doesn't even watch it. She doesn't click on the videos. She don't even know anything about them. But she can always tell you what was said every single time.
If he kind of funnel it all to Steve, like I'm sitting here like, I get it that he's the celebrity, but he has nothing to do with this. Nothing. He didn't introduce you to, you know. He doesn't live with y'all, like, you know what I'm saying? He has nothing to do. He is just her boss. That's it.
Okay. So,
And that's crazy. How they have it.
It's trending like that?
Yes, it's crazy. It's crazy how this shit is. It's crazy.
He was loving this when he thought he was an innocent. Well, he still thinks he's an innocent man, but he was loving this until people found out who he really was.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Wow.
Oh, wow.
sure is. It's crazy.
Damn, this is not good. This is not good.
It's not good. I mean, it's not good for her, and then it's secondly not good for you. But they're not really talking. I mean, it's okay. So
They're already talking. What?
they okay. So the child bullshit, right? And when they was doing it in court, saying stay away from animals and kids or whatever, the judge was saying, and they just took it and ran. Boats and this and that. They talk about every freaking
Isn't it normal for us to take something like that and run? I know I would.
animal on the farm, and I'm sitting here like, what? Well, these people are freaking crazy.
They don't went that far with it.
They done ran with the shit. I wish somebody would get the warrant and just read the fucking warrant, and they would really see that it's a bunch of bullshit. A bunch of bullshit. Because first of all, if you have exact evidence, which they're supposed to have all of that with the film and all of this.
Hey, honey, B61. We've read warrants. We've read all kinds of things, and we still feel the same way. We don't think that it's a bunch of bull. He was in possession of the CP and the device that it was on. So, I mean, I don't understand.
Crap with this download, they would have indicted you on that. What other evidence is there that they need? If they're saying this is what it is, what other evidence do you need? You should have been. It's been 9 months. Why aren't you indicted on that case? Because there's no strong evidence to indict. Because what they're saying is fucking lies.
And you know what? And he wasn't indicted on that case at this time, but he was in there for other things. What about those things?
You should have been indicted on that. You were indicted on the other 2 cases. Why aren't you indicted on the child? Because it's lies. Because they know it's a bunch of fucking lies.
Hey, Cupcake. Hey, us seniors need love too.
Like everything else that they sat there and chopped up against you. It's fucking lies. You know, it's crazy.
So basically, I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna have no
And
fair
that's
game nowhere. I'm done.
well, it wasn't fair from the arrest and from her trying to say her probable cause was the landlord saying they were behind in rent. Like, that's not probable cause. That's not illegal. So what do you?
We have here the legal eagle. Hi, us seniors need love too, and minding my business. We hold millions. You have the legal eagle here telling us what is and is legal because the landlord said he hasn't been paid rent. Well, the people who's supposed to stay there, wait a minute, that's if I'm not getting the houses mixed up. The people who were supposed to be there wasn't there. The man wasn't getting paid. He's not sure who or what he's renting to and what's happening with his property because all of it seemed strange.
You're talking about? So
And
you
she's acting like that landlord thing is okay. We all know it's all civil. All the stuff by deceptions are civil. Okay. And this landlord thing, he should have taken him to landlord tenant court. Um, we know the other charges, the CP and all that, they just lies or they got to prove it. They have to prove what device it's on. They got to get the download date. They got to prove that it was in his custody when this happened. But this is the legal eagle. With all of this legal experience she claims to have, yet she has no legal knowledge.
came in there and said that they were 3 months late on rent, and you just ran with that and did a full on investigation and ran $1 million TV ad. Because dude was late on his rent and happened to have a warrant.
I got another question.
Before he asks his question, now I know where I live in all of the places I've traveled. I've often heard, if someone's got arrested for a crime, especially scams or fraud, they always go on the news and they say that they suspect that there are other victims. And they say, if you feel or if you think you may have been a victim of XYZ person, please contact this number. So that's how the news is done. That's not lying. That's they think you might have more victims, and they want everybody to know, hey, he's been arrested, and that gives people courage and power to step forward.
What do you think her next move is? I want him
Who? Who
the
was
whole
her?
situation. The whole situation.
You talking about
Yes.
the detective?
No, I'm past them people. I'm talking about what the media's on right now. That's what I'm
You
talking
can't even count what they're on because they're just digging and they're twisting everything that they get. They're not even, no one, not one person. I would say Claudia has been the one that's been the most professional with it. Everybody else has been.
And she's only saying that because she wanted to get on Fox Soul. And that's the only reason why she's saying it. Because I'm here to tell you, I, back at that time, used to watch that show, and they had the same jokes that everybody else has. Honeybee 61 says, shaking my head, the legal eagle then turned into a darn crow.
But
Very gossipy and ratchet.
never hit you back, though. She never hit you back.
She didn't. When I said never mind, she said, I'm just now seeing this. And I'm like, no, you didn't. Because when I said check your DM, she said, okay. So
What could be more suspicious than for you to have a piece of property that you are renting and you pull up, like WeHo Millions has said, there was a Harley, a Bentley, an ambulance all parked in front of the house, empty furniture, and they paid for new AC, but not the rent. If I'm a landlord, I'm calling the police. That's suspicious. But no, Sonia thinks that's landlord tenant court.
and I let 2 days go by. But I shut down all my pages, so there's no getting in touch with me that way. I shut them all. I don't need my face out there. I mean, I don't care at the same time, but at the same time, if I could avoid my face out there, because some prosecutor talking about girlfriend. I'm like, why the fuck would he say that? With his dumb ass. He said, but he was just trying to make you look bad in court. Why? Yeah, but his girlfriend, and he gonna run away to Dubai with the wife, and he's gonna run away.
If I heard somebody talking on the phone and they're talking about another female's breast and saying, thank you for letting me be the first to try them out, I would think that there was a relationship or something going on. So the fact that I don't know why it gets under her skin that he said girlfriend, maybe because she wants to be the wife. I don't know. Kittens and Caskets said, I was asleep and I thought I heard someone say RICO salad. What's going on? What's going on is we're going way back. We're doing the RICO countdown and we're pulling up some old calls to see, just how much the two of them put their foot in their mouth. How are you doing that, girl?
Away to Florida with his girlfriend. What? He sound dumb. And then now that everybody's combing through all of the phone records, they're going through it because they're trying to find that. The girl said it. I'm trying to find where he said he's going to run off to Dubai. You're not going to find it because it was never said. It was never said.
Wow.
So you're never going to find it. That was just one more lie that the prosecutor said to get your bond high. Because he wanted to fuck with you. So he sat there not thinking this shit was going to come out here like this. Because they're not going to find anything about running off to Florida, after making bond, and running off to Dubai after making bond. No one ever said that. And what he's talking about is the conversation y'all had.
Hey, Stacy, that first twin. The thing about that is she says he never said that. She don't know what girlfriend they was talking about. He might be talking to somebody else and had said that. She don't know with the way that he liked to play the field. So she need to stop that.
When she was talking about the house. And when she said that, this is the telltale where he lied. You said, was Marjorie there? She said, no. She's not going to let anybody in that house. Right there, proof. So he lied, because if you're trying to say he was going to run to Dubai and stay at Steve's house, she just said right then and there, no one's allowed in that house if Marjorie was there. So how could he run away to Dubai and go to a house that Marjorie's not letting nobody over? Right there told it. And he just fucking twisted it and lied in court, like they always do. They go to court and they freaking lie.
Okay, so next, okay, did you send my pictures yet?
I didn't take any pictures. I got
no, I'm talking about.
Oh, you know from your page?
Yeah.
No. Okay, I wish you knew your password so I could shut your page down or deactivate it.
So he wanted.
You can always reopen it, but just deactivate it.
He wanted pictures from his page. Does he want to sit up and look at himself? Because that's all that was on his page is him pretty much. And, maybe a couple of Shirley and whatnot. But what did he want to do? Sit up and look at himself?
No, what you mean shut it down? What you talking about?
Meaning just deactivate it. Meaning somebody can't go on your page because they're pulling all your pictures off your page. Every time they do a story, they pull like 4, 5, 6, 7 pictures off your page and they run your pictures with the story.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine.
I guess. I mean,
it's fine. Man, that ain't nothing. That's nothing. Huh? What you say?
That's the least of your words.
Man, that's the least of my words. Ain't nobody. Yeah. I'm not worried about that. That's nothing. To me, that's nothing. But like I said, I'm not finna worry about sitting and drive me in the grave. I'm concerned about what you got going. Make sure you're safe. Make sure your health good. Cause guess what? Hey, nobody else. Don't nobody else want me. I'm done.
Really? Said don't nobody.
He wants to make sure that she's well and taking care of her. So he don't want nothing to happen to her because that's his only resource. That's why he said that.
Man, ain't nobody that can't deal with it.
So you're saying you're trying to be around me because nobody else wants you?
No, I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying. You said that. I'm just saying. Ain't nobody.
You said nobody else want me.
No, it's
So
true.
all I gotta do is worry about this. That's not how you're supposed to say that.
Well,
'Cause
I'm
that sounds
saying
really bad. That sounds
no,
like you
no,
know,
no,
like
no. But
no. Listen, this is
everybody
how you're
thinking.
framing it. You're making it sound like if I'm the
I
last
don't give.
woman on the earth.
Well,
That's what it
no.
sounds.
Hey, let's talk about it. Says in the beginning, Shirley mentioned Dubai. She said that in the beginning. He also said he was going to come and visit Sonia down in Florida. Yeah, we did hear that. We did hear that. But she's acting like he didn't say that because they're looking for the calls. Maybe he said it, but he said it to one of his other women. Even though, like I said, she just don't believe anything that proves his guilt. WeHo Millions said everything is fraud. Hey, the Brown Family Chronicles, how are you this evening?
Like,
Okay. Well, I ain't trying to make. I'm trying to
I
tell you
know you're
straight
not
up.
trying to say
He
that.
also, and if y'all can remember correctly, when he was talking to Shirley, he talked about how when he got out, he wanted to go to Vegas and somewhere else. He said he wanted to go. So, they let him out on bond. He gonna go somewhere and not come back. And they know he likes committing crimes all over the U.S. of A. So, he's a high risk as far as I'm concerned, and probably as far as they're concerned too.
That's what you said, but that's not what you
Okay.
meant.
Well,
I
what
know
I'm
that's not what
saying.
you meant, but that's what you said.
Okay. I'm just trying to let you know. Everybody can't handle what you can handle. Everybody can't be in the same position. I know that. This your motherfucker tell you they'll run in a minute. So I don't know why people want to try to. Oh, I'm a good person. I can handle this. I can't handle shit. They'll run anytime somebody say boo, motherfucker gone. Boo.
Right. That's
Yeah.
true.
No, I'm just there telling the
Yeah,
deal.
you know what? You're going through the worst thing anybody could go through, other than diagnosis for death. But you're going through a
Thank you for the sticker, Cupcake. Cupcake says, thank you for keeping me entertained this holiday weekend. Job well done. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
very, very trying, fucked up situation.
Oh
And
yeah, it is. I mean, for real.
regardless of what my position is, I said that I was, because I felt bad when you told me about when you first went away 20, 30 years ago, how that was. So when I found out, I was just like, whatever capacity you need me to be there for you, I will be there for you. Because I don't ever want nobody to be left for dead.
Well, I wasn't lying, and I ain't lying now either.
Right.
I ain't lying now then, and I ain't lying now. So it is what it is,
Yeah, but not everybody's built.
Hey, Keisha, Marie, Deborah C., and Worldwide Collaborations. Deborah C. says, I'm 63. My last friend told me nobody would want him. Is that sexy? No, not sexy to me. He watched over my shoulders getting an MBA. Please. I don't think, to me, he said what he meant. Don't nobody else is going to want him. Who's going to want him? Let's say he gets out. Who's going to want him? Who's going to want to go near him? Share anything with him. World Worldwide Collaboration said Nesto should be happy these calls are being aired out. It gives him a chance to pull some new chicks. He pulled one, but she ain't sending no funds. And anybody with any sense wouldn't. But there's always some out there. Look at the Wade Wilson case. He's got all kinds of monies and friends and commissary and all kinds of things.
That's all like that.
That's
Not
what
everybody's
people.
built for it.
Okay, that's what I was trying to tell you. Everybody
Yeah,
ain't
not
built.
everybody's built.
No.
Everybody's built for everything. Yeah, that's all. This is a hard thing to do. A hard thing to deal with. I
Oh
was telling
yeah.
my cousin that earlier today. I said, this is very hard.
Your
You
cousin
know,
what?
I was telling my cousin that this is very hard. Then we get all these extra twists and turns with all of this media attention. That's not making anything easier. I mean,
I don't know about where she lives and the places she's lived, but where I live, every night they do a story on some crime that has taken place. So, what on earth is she talking about? They always, and it doesn't matter what the crime, it could be fraud, it could be scammers, it could be SA, it could be CP, it could be just a plain old fight out in the street. It goes on the news. And what doesn't make the news gets written in an article somewhere. So, what is she talking about?
I want to say we're going to flip it to your advantage, you know, because people can't be twisted and fouled if it's done in the light. So if everything want to be exposed, let's put it all out there, you know, so that you do get a fair trial.
Oh, absolutely.
I want the cameras going. I don't want the cameras off. We want the cameras on in court. We don't need them off. We want everything that they're saying out loud. Trump's is out loud. Hell, there's no way that yours shouldn't be out loud because it's public knowledge who the alleged victims are.
But here's the thing. When
Somebody please explain to me what she means by that. Worldwide collaborations. I am in the DMV area. Hey, Vic to the Veil. Somebody please tell me, what does she mean out loud? It is first, you can't have it both ways. They complain because Judge Manning's thing is on YouTube. Okay, that was a complaint because everybody knows all his business and all this kind of stuff. Now she wants it loud, live, and in living color for everybody to see because they've already said the victims' names. How much sense? Either you want it public or you don't want it public. And all criminal proceedings are public. You may not be able to record in like federal buildings and stuff like that. And they might clear the courtroom for certain witnesses, but it's all public information. That's why we're listening to you right now, Sonia.
Sometimes people still can't see when it's in front of them.
Some people can't see, but if they know people are watching, they'll watch themselves. That's the difference.
Well,
we're not really worried about the interpretation.
Here's the thing. What I'm saying is the last drama episode, motherfuckers still ain't caught on yet.
I don't know. But those are those people. That's just a small group of people. That's the gossip people. That's what that is. That's the messy gossip people who don't have 2 cents of a brain. That's all that is. And their situation is that you see.
My 17-year-old niece has more of a brain than Sonia. Stacy, that first twin, said she thinks the victims won't appear if they need to testify. I mean, they've been cooperating all this time. What she really thinks is that the attorney's going to get up there and, humiliate them like she wants them to be humiliated by having their family members and stuff testify to their character. That's what she wants. But I don't know. Here again, the legal eagle. Why doesn't she know you can't badger a witness? You can't do that. Yep. Worldwide collaborations. Yeah, I love the snow. I love it.
Care about actual truth or actual did he. They just want the views.
Wait a minute. Deborah C. said something that I absolutely agree with. She says, no offense. I think some men want women to replace their mama. Grow up, young man. Somebody to take care of them. Not enough money to deal with that. I know. And I agree with that. And I really think that that's what some men want. In Harmon, I think I spoke to you. I'm not sure. But hey, in Harmon and Fultress Acres.
So they want to be as messy as possible so they can get the views. They put these scantless little titles up there and these fucked up pictures so that somebody else click on it and just look at it.
So it's juicy for tomorrow, huh?
Man, so I'm trying to figure out how do I hear it. Like I want to record it, but I'm like, how do I hear it? I know he's only going to address his situation. That's all he's done. That's all he has to. He can't address anything anyway. Well, I don't think he's going to address is his house. Because again, like I tell you, all these goofy ass bloggers, whatever you call these heifers on YouTube, He keep trying to talk about his sex life, his sex performance, and I'm just sitting here like, how is that any of y'all business? What goes on in their bedroom? It's fucking crazy. But for real, like, you know, it's crazy. They talk 2 minutes about you and her. They'll talk 3 minutes about me and you, and then they'll put the rest 30 minutes on Steve.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, please don't tell me I went back. Look, that's not true. That is not true, because when this started, they would mention Steve, but just before this went down, there was stuff going on with Steve and Marjorie. So there was already talk of them. But I mean, I don't know what anybody else thinks or what anybody else has to say, but does anybody remember there being like a whole lot of chatter with Steve Harvey when this story came out? I mean, there happened to be the cheating rumors between him and Marjorie, but other than that, I don't recall hearing a whole lot. And he got on there and on the radio and called himself talking about the black bloggers, you know, some correctional guard who was broke and need money and they paid him off for the call. You know, that nonsense that he was talking. Okay, YouTube. Let me see, because it's all winding around, acting crazy. What is going on?
This video will contain
Okay.
conversation.
Here we go. Let me take it forward. There we go.
There's no way that yours shouldn't be out loud.
Now,
Because
here we
it's
are, out loud
public
again.
knowledge who the alleged victims
I
are.
found the spot.
Here's the thing. When you have things out loud, sometimes people still can't see when it's in front of them.
Some people can't see, but if they know people are watching, they'll watch themselves. That's the difference.
Well,
We're not really worried about the interpretation.
Here's the thing. What I'm saying is the last drama episode, motherfuckers still ain't caught on yet.
I don't know. But those are those people. That's just a small group of people. That's the gossip people. That's what that is. That's the messy gossip people who don't have 2 cents of a brain. That's all that is. And they're
Honeybee, it's not every day that you hear somebody called a scallywag. It's just not.
situation is the juicier I make this, the more views I get. So they don't really care about actual truth or actual did he. They just want the views. So they want to be as messy as possible so they can get the views. They put these scantless little titles up there and these fucked up pictures so that somebody else click on it and just look at it.
So it's juicy for tomorrow, huh?
Man, so I'm trying to figure out how do I hear it. Like I want to record it, but I'm like, how do I hear it? I know he's only going to address his situation. That's all he's done. That's all he has to. He can't address anything anyway. The only thing he's going to address is his house. So again, like I tell you, all these goofy ass bloggers, whatever you call these heifers on YouTube, he keep trying to talk about his sex life, his sex performance, and I'm just sitting here like, how is that any of y'all business? What goes on in their bedroom? It's fucking.
I have never, the only thing that I've ever heard them say is I've heard rumors that he was cheating on Marjorie and Marjorie was cheating on her. That's all I have ever had. I've never heard anybody talk about their sex life. I just haven't. And I mean, you know, usually when you talk about like a celebrity's sex life, it's usually one that you are attracted to, or that's, you know, a hot commodity out there. I just, Steve Harvey's not a hot commodity. I can't see anybody wanting him for anything other than his money. He can't talk, and he's not all that handsome. He's not a bad looking guy, but he's not all that handsome. So there is no way on this earth that some content creator was sitting on here talking about their sex life. I just don't see it.
Crazy, but for real, like, you know, it's crazy. They talk 2 minutes about you and her. They'll talk 3 minutes about me and you, and then they'll put the rest 30 minutes on Steve. They just keep injecting him in the situation. So he may tell them to shut the fuck up. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Quit trying to insert me in that situation. I did not introduce them. They're not married on my show. They're married in their real life. Stop trying to, you know what I'm saying? Put the two together. But that's how they keep trying to funnel it to Steve Harvey. And because when you say Shirley Strawberry, like I say, people will be like, I don't know who that is. A lot of people don't know who that is. So if they put Shirley Strawberry on the blog, they're not going to get that click. But when they put Steve Harvey and Shirley, which they keep putting, and then they'll say Shirley's husband, but they always got to put a Steve Harvey on it. That's when people are like, ooh, what's going on there? You get me? And they got to spend some time talking about him because they got his name on the front. Because again, if they only
The only time I put Steve Harvey's name and picture on a thumbnail is let me see, I don't even know. Oh, the one I did was about Mississippi Monica. Other than that, I don't use Steve's picture or his name and do just fine.
had Shirley, did a third of what they got. Because a lot of people don't even know who she is. But it's crazy. It's crazy and it's stupid.
Okay.
And I hope her Monday is a good Monday. I hope this does not crush her because she's crushed with all of this phone conversations.
It's funny how she thinks that Shirley is so crushed about the phone conversations, and this is what's embarrassing her, and she's concerned about her for that, but she was not too concerned to sleep with her husband. Stacy, that first twin, you're talking about, oh gosh, what is her name? Barry. She's married. She's the one that married Frederick Stubbs. Yeah, she does do a lot. I think her whole channel is practically about Steve Harvey and all of them. She has been doing that for years. Because I'm gonna tell you, when I happen to go on YouTube, when I put in to look for interviews of Steve victims, she had done one. She did one of the very first interviews with one of his victims. And I was shocked to see, I was like, all of these years, she's still on him. I mean, still on him. She done fell out with Mary Harvey. They're not friends anymore. So I can't believe she's still talking about him like the way she is.
That's out there that she's probably heard or her friends heard. But I hope Monday's a better day for her. And I hope her support system is good.
Yeah, Essie Berry.
Well,
So we can't worry about it because what's done is done.
no, I can't worry about it. All I'm gonna say is this: I hope the best, and it probably do what it gonna do, but he ain't no dummy. So he ain't no dummy, and being as they whatever they do together, she gonna guide him and he gonna guide her. So I know that for a fact. So it's gonna be just fine.
So somebody went on her page yesterday, one of these vloggers, and was just scrolling through her page. I don't see no traces of her husband. She took him off. She took down wife. Remember, I told you this last week. She was like,
Okay.
so maybe she is done. Maybe she is, and she should have did that immediately when everything happened out loud back in July, you know. And she probably wouldn't have got all the backlash as far as them calling her dumb for sticking by you and all of this other stuff, which they don't know the dynamics of your relationship. They don't know anything. So to try to speak.
No. People did not start talking about her and making remarks about Shirley until we heard that call about her talking about her daughter. That's when people got an attitude with her, but we've since gotten over that.
Speak on her reasonings and what's going on. They're out of line for that, you know. They're out of line for all of this shit. But this world has become, with social media, everybody putting their business out there. This shit is so crazy. People think it's okay to be in your business.
No,
And to discuss who's fucking who.
It
That's
kind
how
of
they get the
is.
ratings.
They
They got
just
to get the
really,
ratings up.
yeah, they got to get the ratings, they got to get the clicks, they got to get the likes. Make sure you like this, like the live.
Well, I'll tell you what.
You got all the miserable people looking at this shit. All the miserable
Whatever
people
you
just
go,
looking at
whatever
it.
gonna come
Y'all,
out, whatever.
can y'all please tell me if y'all are miserable? I'm not. And I can find something better in life to be miserable over than YouTube. So no, I'm not miserable. And I just don't understand what I've not heard. Well, no, let me take that back. There are some bloggers who have got on here and have made stuff up. You know, there's a church lady who's done that and stuff. So it does happen. But everybody who is reporting on this is not making anything up because they are going by the documents. Everybody wants to pull the documents because they want to do accurate reporting. That girl says Sonya wants so bad for Shirley to be hurt. Shirley ain't paying you dust, not at all. Girl, keep this lady's name out your mouth. Stay in your side hen place. Stay out of these people's marriage. She's telling us to stay out of people's bedrooms, stay out of married men's beds. That's what she needs to do.
We're gonna go down tomorrow. That shit gonna be off the roof. Ratings gonna go so goddamn sky high. I do know
So
that.
everybody gonna, they're gonna have the highest ratings tomorrow.
I know they is.
They're gonna
And
have the
this is
highest.
the thing. He also seems to think that her like this the $5 million raise, which people are starting to question if that really happened. But regardless to what kind of money she has, he thinks that this him and his story and his situation has helped her career and has given that show ratings. Steve and Shirley Strawberry and all of them down at that show, they're all under contract, so they're going to get paid what they're going to get paid. And if they get a raise, maybe perhaps renew the contract, renegotiate, but it certainly isn't because they're bringing new views, new people, and all that. That's not how that works in the broadcasting world. Now, that may be how it works in YouTube, but not on the radio.
Ratings
I
tomorrow.
know they is. That motherfucker don't put something together so strong. I know he is. So I don't know. Even if
I'm
he got to
sure.
shoot me, even if he got to throw
Got
me
the
to the
PR people working hard.
yeah,
The
even if he
PR
got to
people working.
throw me to the curb. That's fine too.
Well, you
Yeah.
don't even have to. Only thing he mentioning you. All thing he has to say is separate me from that situation because I didn't introduce them. Me and him are only known through her. He wasn't my boy that I hooked up with her. So stop trying to intertwine me with that situation. She's an employee, but she's also a friend because they've been together for 20 years or so like that. But at the same time, she's not, what I'm saying? Y'all don't have pictures of all four of y'all dining and all, what I'm saying? On her page, I think it was
No,
maybe
ain't nobody
one,
do all that. Nobody do
right,
all
it was maybe one picture of y'all together where you and Steve and her outside of the wedding. Other than that, it was no pictures of y'all kikiing, hanging out,
kicking it.
traveling.
No, none of that. None of that.
And you know what? It's no wonder people would associate the two, even if they did, because he went and proposed to her down at the radio station. um Steve gave her away, so it's not really that far-fetched that people would associate the two of them together in his mess. So it's a plausible reason for all of this. Hey, Sanders are in, and Rosie, how are y'all doing this night?
I don't know. It was none of that at all. So it's crazy, but they gotta make it look like it's doing something. I guess people look stupid as hell.
That's fine. That, hey,
Blind leading the
man.
blind.
I
Yeah.
tell you, let me explain something to you.
Explain it to
Because
me.
a lot of people not paying attention. I'm not motherfucking goddamn guilty. I'm innocent. Just because I'm locked up don't mean I'm fucked up like that. And that's what the white folk are talking about today. Them folks talking about some.
You have 1 minute remaining. Don't call that. What happened?
Yeah, they're talking about some major shit right now. Lawsuits. I'm talking about throwing out here. Because they're talking about the people that they did not indict, throwing names out there, putting people lives in jeopardy. their homes in jeopardy and all that. My life already been destroyed. All that home, all that gone.
Yeah, and then they gonna throw on top of that crap.
Man, it's done.
And when she go to court with no evidence, talk about, oh, I don't have anything.
What? That is true. Now that I've seen it where people have been.
Because they're not going to find anything about running off.
I have seen where people have been falsely arrested and their life has been ruined. I have seen that. But that's not the case with him. His life isn't destroyed because he was arrested. His life is destroyed because he's committed certain crimes.
Off to Florida, after making bond, and running off to Dubai after making bond. No one ever said that. And what he's talking about is the conversation y'all had when she was talking about the house. And when she said that, this is the telltale where he lied. You said, was Marjorie there? She said, no. She's not going to let anybody in that house.
And, out of all of the things to repeat on that call, why did she say that? I don't know. I mean, I just think she tries to dig every time and everywhere she can dig. Hey, let's talk about it all, says the two hoes belong together. Yet, worldwide collaboration. We are going to be doing a month-long marathon of these two clowns.
Proof. So he lied, because if you're trying to say he was going to run to Dubai and stay at Steve's house, she just said right then and there, no one's allowed in that house if Marjorie was there. So how could he run away to Dubai and go to a house that Marjorie's not letting nobody over? Right there told it.
Because when they talked about that, they were talking about the LA home, not the home in Dubai. That's why, Sonia.
And he just fucking twisted it and lied in court, like they always do. They go to court and they freaking lie.
Okay, so next, okay. Did you send my pictures yet?
I didn't take any pictures. I got
no, I'm talking about.
Oh, you talking about from your page?
Yeah.
No. Okay, I wish you knew your password so I could shut your page down or deactivate it. You can always reopen it, but just deactivate it.
No, what you mean shut it down? What you talking about?
Meaning just deactivate.
She thought she was really doing something when she was finally able to do that. But little does she know, people already have all the pictures. There are a lot of content creators that already have the pictures and the whole Instagram, all of his Instagrams, all three of them. There are people out here who already have them. And me, I just use the same pictures over and over again. And if I wanted something new and fresh, I would just snap a picture from one of the visits. So, I mean, I don't know what she's talking about. That did absolutely nothing.
Meaning somebody can't go on your page because they're pulling all your pictures off your page. Every time they do a story, they pull like 4, 5, 6, 7 pictures off your page, and they run your pictures with the story.
Oh, that's fine. That's
See, he didn't have a problem with it.
That's fine.
That's fine.
I guess. I mean,
it's fine. I mean, man, that ain't nothing. That's nothing. What you say?
That's the least of your words.
Man, that's the least of my words. I mean, ain't nobody. Yeah. I'm not worried about that. That's nothing. To me, that's nothing. But like I said, I'm not finna worry my city and drive me in the grave. I'm concerned about what you got going. Make sure you safe. Make sure you health good. Cause guess what? Hey, nobody else. Don't nobody else want me. I'm done.
At first, Honeybee says most important, Wooten and team got all they needed from them pages. At first I was thinking that that's why she wanted to get them, so that none of them could be used against him. But now I do see she wanted to get control of that page so that content creators couldn't use the pictures or anything from it. That goes to show you how her mind works. Because my first thing, if I was going to have a criminal boyfriend, I would say, oh, I'm going to get his Instagram down in case it's something in there. Or, because people used to there was somebody who wanted their money back and had sent him a message saying that. So that would be my thought, to remove incriminating evidence. But her thought was to remove it so that content creators can't get any more pictures.
Really? He said, don't nobody.
Ain't nobody that can't deal with it.
So you're saying he's trying to be around me because nobody else wants it?
No, I'm just saying. No, I didn't say that. You said that. I didn't say that. I'm just saying.
Yes,
Ain't nobody.
sir. You said nobody else wants me.
Did I?
No, it's. Whatever's gonna go out, whatever's gonna go down tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, I had accidentally went back. There we go.
What do you do?
No, I'm talking about. I got that. I say the transcript. I gotta get that.
No, from that court hearing.
Thank you for using Global Tellink.
Sonia recorded and played the entire Steve Harvey Morning Show for Ernesto to hear over the phone. Here's a short clip from that call, and also take note when Shirley mentions a storm on July 4th, because it's brought up again in the next call between Ernesto and Sonia.
You get yourself all cleaned up.
Hey, sunshine. Yeah, my hair's done. The task is over. The task is over. Yeah. How are you?
I'm straight.
Are you straight?
Yeah. So it wasn't too much to talk about.
No, it wasn't. She just, said that you've been in the jail since last year, and they were under the impression that you were going to get out a couple of days turn into months, and she apologized for the comment about the wheezing, and which we both said it wasn't that bad, but everybody takes things differently, and he took it, lightly. He didn't take it, the wrong way or whatever. And then he just went in on all the bloggers, talking about how, all these bloggers, like when you were talking about yesterday, they're all black, and they're all just hateful.
I told you that.
Mm-hmm.
I told you it wasn't going to go in like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
They had.
What's the difference between people on YouTube doing what they do versus what he does on the radio? The only difference is we don't play music, but they sit up, they do celebrity gossip and all that stuff. So I don't understand why Steve Harvey has such animus against bloggers. I think he's got animus towards Essie Berry. But I don't understand what all of that energy was about the bloggers. Hey, obsessed with the mess.
Them pulled back.
Yeah.
Was I wrong?
No, exactly. I mean, it wasn't. I didn't think it was bad what was said anyway. I mean, but some people take things differently. Like I said, some people are a little bit more, or if they don't like you as much, they'll take something more extreme, So it could have went both either way. I was saying, but I thought it wasn't bad.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well,
I didn't think what she said was bad, but if you don't know, that's what I was saying. You just don't know how people feel because.
But most of them, I'm gonna be honest with you, you right at 99% accurate of your conversation. That's a blessing. That is, you are the blessing. 99% of your conversation is on point.
Okay, if you think so.
I'm not perfect.
No, you're not. That's why I said 99.
No one is. I'm all right with that. I'm all right with being flawed.
Yeah, and you're gonna give it your honest opinion. You're not gonna go on your personal feelings. You go on your honest opinion. Grown folks.
Right. Exactly.
That's your age kick in. That's what we're trying to tell you. Talking to you is different than looking at you. Now that's some different shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was trying to tell you the other day.
You trying to say I look smart too?
No, I didn't say that.
Oh,
I don't look smart.
No. I said, no, it don't. You have.
I'm fucking with you.
She doesn't even know when she's been insulted.
Well, that's fine. Hey, that's fine, man. You gotta understand your competition look like your age. You don't look like your age, so you can't get mad. You can't get mad.
Mm-hmm.
There's folks out here dying trying to get to look the way you look. I know you don't want to hear this shit, but it's true. So motherfucker be shocked. So fuck it. So yeah,
Okay.
what did you get from them 3 hours?
It was you know what? That's why I don't listen to the morning show outside of the fact that I don't get up and I'm not in the car,
You're
but
never out of
it'd
bed.
be a lot of fucking radio, it'd be a lot of fucking commercials. It'd be like 5 minutes of the show and then it'd be like an hour of a bunch of freaking commercials and like that'd be the gist of it, which is crazy.
Okay, so what did you get out of it?
Okay.
I mean, you can listen to it. I taped it for you.
What?
I taped it for you. I recorded it for you.
Oh, okay. I'm saying, but what did you get out of it?
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it.
Some things we do with gossip, rumor, and hearsay. That's one thing. I've dealt with this for years. But it's not gossip. And it comes from, a reliable source. I mean, then it turns into something different. And so, all of this trending stuff and all this here. And so, after some deliberation, we got together. Now, here's the deal about this strawberry that I have no idea what Shirley is going to say. I told Shirley that it was up to her how she wanted to address it.
For me, it's just
This video
oh
will
man,
contain
come on,
conversations about the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
come on.
Shirley that it was up to her how she wanted to address it. Along with this as an idea.
That girl says, Nesto, yes, Sonia is the victim's blessing too. You're going where the evidence will send you, in my opinion, prison. And I totally agree.
I'm not into that because we talked about it as a radio family and decided this may be, because it's no longer rumor. It's not gossip or anything. This is something that's really touching us all right now. This is not. This is a strawberry letter. And being sarcastic when I did the CDs last week. The strawberry letter is, I didn't know, the subject was, I didn't know I was going to be my, which is true. Now, oftentimes I joke about it, but some of these letters sound like I was in it. This was it. And so today, the way I'm going to do it, I'm going to just let you talk. I think, for me, I think it's up to you to be
And that's another thing. He has no problem with clowning and talking about, the people who write in the strawberry letters. He got jokes and comments to make. Why is that any different than someone on YouTube doing commentary?
So to feel it as you choose to be, we can talk about as much of it as you like, but I think it's an opportunity for you to say what you want to say and share your feelings on it, and then we'll have an exchange about it. Okay. All right, Steve. I'm going to just start by saying that my second husband is in jail. He's been in jail for over a year since about right after the 4th of July of 2022. And recently, some phone calls last year between he and I were linked. And on those calls, you hear me say, you were waiting one of the stairs at your home, and Marjorie looked at us as the help. And right here and now, I want to apologize to you and Marjorie for what I said.
Now, I don't see anything wrong with anything she said, because I do believe Marjorie looks at them as the help. Hey, T-Ring. I also do believe that if Marjorie was there, they would not have been in the house. I believe that. And I believe that Steve had issues breathing when he went up the stairs, because it does look like he does no cardio. He probably sits his fat behind on the bench, lifts some of those weights, and calls it a day. And he smokes those cigars and whatnot. So I can imagine. I don't see anything wrong with anything that she said in that conversation with her husband on the phone, her strange husband, that was not leaked. I don't have a problem. I don't know what anybody else thinks, but I don't see anything wrong with anything she said.
I wish I could. I can't. I said it, and I want to apologize. It was definitely not me trying to add to what you and Marjorie already have going on in your lives right now. But the fact that these cases were released, it does seem like everyone is coming to you, coming for you, I should say, at this time, including me. But in reality, the case has nothing to do with what you and Marjorie had going on. It was just me running my mouth in a private conversation, what I thought was a private conversation. And again, I apologize for being terrible and making excuses. I said what I said, and there's no denying it. There's no taking it back. And when the phone calls happened, I was trying to stand by my man, be supportive wife,
Daughter of a legend, how are you doing? Says that's probably why Marjorie does not want them in the house. She went right back. Where'd I? Oh, okay. Let me find it again. Okay, she said she went right back the next day and started talking about him. Here's the thing. I just don't see where that's I don't see where that's talking about him though. I just think that I don't know. She said, and it was just a conversation. She said what she said, and I don't. I just didn't find anything wrong with what she said. But Marjorie, she just reminds me of someone who, how somebody who grows up that doesn't have access to a lot of money, and then they get it, and then they're all of that in a bag of chips. That's kind of what Marjorie gives to me.
Married to this man for 8 years. I had no idea that all this was going on with him. I had no idea. And the charges that he's facing are horrific. They are really bad. I for sure did not want your name mentioned in any kind of way associated with my mess. So I had to call you. I had to tell you it was a hard call for me to make. But I called you. And I want to clear something up, Steve. You did not introduce me to him. I met him through a friend. I should say an ex-friend now. Anyway, so back to what I was saying. I had to tell you, he was in jail. It was going.
Who's the name of that friend? Anybody remember who the friend is she's referring to? Hey, Leo lady.
Come out. I didn't want you to hear it from anyone else. I wanted you to hear it from me because I knew once the police and everyone, got involved, and they were already involved, and they found out who his wife was and who she worked with and all of that, and that too, Steve Harvey, would become, a real big story because it's your name. And like I told you, Steve, when I called you, I didn't want to call you. I mean, I was embarrassed. I was hurt. I felt so stupid, and I felt betrayed, humiliated. It was just terrible. I mean, I kept saying to myself, "How is this my life?" Police and jail.
I don't think it was Ebony. She was acquainted with Ebony, but I don't think it was Ebony. But you hear her saying, that's not her life. She's not used to police and jail. She told Nesto that same thing over a phone.
And all of this, it was just something that I didn't, I'd never experienced anything like this. The police came and took my car. I was at the salon getting my hair done. They rolled up, took my car. I had to have my stylist take me home. I had to move in with friends. I lost my house. I lost everything. Oh, and I have to tell you this too. Like on the day, July 4th, we were having dinner with friends, and we were going to watch the fireworks after that. And so the fireworks didn't happen that night because it was like a terrible, terrible storm. So the fireworks got canceled. And when I look back, I see now that was kind of a metaphor for what was about to happen in my life. The thunderstorms were coming. They were coming. The next day was the last time I saw him. He was arrested the very, very next day. I didn't even know he was arrested. I couldn't get in touch with him later that day. Well, I'll tell you the rest later, how I got the phone call from jail and all of that.
Here's what I don't understand. You're my husband. We have spent the 4th of July together. The fireworks were canceled because of the weather, so we went home. Where'd he go? Why? There would be no way that my husband would be gone for 24 hours, and I have no clue where he is. First of all, if we're spending this 4th of July together, we're spending this 4th of July together.
But we'll be back in 23 minutes after the hour with this live strawberry letter.
In this next call, Ernesto and Sonia finish up listening to the morning show. You will also hear Ernesto reference the storm Shirley was talking about in the strawberry letter. Sonia then makes a statement about a hotel that Ernesto doesn't seem to like. Take a listen.
Oh,
Hi.
okay. I missed the part. I got to the part he was talking about 2007.
And for my lifetime, thank you. That's all I can say. And Steve, thank you, of course.
I can't hear that. Who is that?
Get out there and change things. Because I wish people stand up and back me. That ain't the world we live in. We live in a social media climate and everybody's eye.
This sounds muffled this time. I wonder, did she reverse the calls like she's playing it on the Obama phone and listening through the Samsung? Leo Lady says, my husband won't be gone over an hour and I don't know where he is. Okay, I know that's right.
Here, it's to pass somebody down to get clips. And we just not going to sit here and let you take this sister's life away. And I'm not going to sit here no longer and let you destroy my wife's image and character. It's hard. And we need each other to support each other to show love. Now, look, man, do I expect this to change anything? Probably not. But you know what? At least it feels good to say your piece. Sometimes, man, you just want to be able to say yes.
And Steve, thank you, of course. Way more stuff happened to me, but I just found out my best. We used to have shit. That's all.
Okay.
So what does what does that mean?
Estranged means you're not together, but it's not legally not together, meaning that you're in the process of separating, or y'all will be legally separated. That's estranged, and that's what you're called until you're divorced. You're called estranged.
Okay. That's what I want to hear. Yeah. Okay.
It's called, yeah.
That's what I want to hear. Okay, cool.
So I had to let that play, so he can get the definition of what estranged means. In Harmon says, did Shirley call the hospital or police station? My husband's missing. I'm coming every day. News stations, everything. Yeah, she works on the radio. I mean, did she go put out an APB on the radio wanting to know where her husband was? That just would not happen for me. It would not happen for me at all. Hey, let's talk about it. Says, there will always be heat on Steve and Marjorie. Yeah, it will. And T-Rain said, these two ninjas. Oh, child, my screen wanted to act crazy for a second.
What that mean?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, because I don't know how y'all were before you went to jail. I don't know if it was a great situation.
You just told me what estranged means. That means that shit is coming. That's what that means.
Right. I'm just saying, this is what I'm saying. I don't know if this situation is what crushed it. You get me? if it was good before the jail thing happened and then it destroyed it. And that's why I say all, because if it was already on the rocks and it's just added to it, then that's just, eye-opening. But if y'all are good and don't say nothing because it ain't nobody's business, that's why I say that,
Oh,
He does not need to answer the question because, as far as I'm concerned, if your husband was gone and you didn't even know where he was for over 24 hours, it wasn't good. Mimi said, did she even call his son or Lamont? This was probably something that was normal for her. Him disappearing for a few days at a time or whatever, that was probably just normal living for her. So she probably didn't call anybody. She just knew she hadn't heard from him. She probably called his phone and couldn't get in touch with him. That girl says Sonya's trying to get answers for her security. You're absolutely right. That is what she's trying to do. You know what? Now, I for one am not a person who would cheat or would promote any of that or mess with a married man, but I would think that if somebody was messing with a married man, they would go on ahead and get that information beforehand. Like, well, what's going on? You're married. What's going on with you and your wife? How's your relationship? I would already know those answers if I was messing with a married man, but that's just not for me. Lou to the Lou says Shirley accepted that behavior. Yes, apparently so. She accepted that behavior.
I didn't know what. I just want you to explain. I don't. You explain to me. Yeah. I mean, here's the deal. What I said. That man got no false back. Come on now. I said. They done seen a whole lot out there in LA. This is really nothing. They done seen a whole lot out there. So, all that was going on. I mean, hey, it ain't gonna stop. Folks gonna still out there. And what I say, black folks. What I say.
We said that yesterday. It's all black people on this shit. And the
It.
thing of it is, even they're so negative. It's crazy. They're so negative. It's crazy.
They're gonna fire on his ass today. I already know that.
You know something? If okay, it's ain't nothing but black people, bitter black women, bitter black people, jealous black people. If white people were the ones covering this story, they would say, "Oh, they only covering it because you black." White people, they just want to make you look bad because they white. I know that that's what would be going on. That's what the conversation would be.
Me too.
They're gonna try, but they can't really because by him talking and saying all of that, it kind of squashes all the lies and tell us. That's all it does. But when he did the backstory and he just said, "Look, I didn't have anything when I met her, and this is what it is," and we built this together because they all been trying to say the whole thing was Margie's a gold digger and she went from drug dealers to Steve. Steve had money. And, you know what I'm saying? That's what they was. So that was a whole back
Where's
thing
the
of what they
lie?
were trying to build negativity on his face for. And who was he to talk? Because you know how he did his wife. I was saying all that shit that I kept hearing and stuff. So, what else can you say? They can't say shit else. They can.
The Real Brown Family Chronicles has made a good point. She says Shirley probably was at peace without Nesto's presence, and she was glad for him to be gone. I can imagine that too.
Try, but he even said for them to make money, he was like they have to have so many views. But if everybody's saying the same shit, the thing is spread out. So only one person's gonna make this, and next person gonna make that. Like y'all doing all this to try to make money, but it's ain't got nothing to talk about.
He said it. You said that too now. You said that too.
They all it's
Leo
all for
lady, Sonia feels as though she's white. So yeah. You're not confused. They are black, but they don't like black people. Nesto said the only reason why he's in this mess is because dealing with black people, and black people don't understand how business works. They think just because somebody doesn't get back to you right away that you're not taking care of the problem, even though what Gail Bickham hadn't a year passed or something and he hadn't gotten back to her.
they all want somebody to look at that shit, and then they keep telling you, just hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. You know, whatever. Why y'all keep telling lies and exaggerating and all that?
Since she mentioned it, please make sure that you hit the like button. And if you are not subscribed, please make sure that you subscribe. Hang around us for a while. And she also got memberships now, too.
I'm glad she just addressed it. She kept it classy. She addressed her situation and didn't fit into the other bullshit that they're talking about. Just like he did, you know? We ain't gonna talk about that stuff.
Yeah, well.
But what's bad is that all these charges is bullshit. And a person, this is a twist they're gonna put on it, I believe.
Okay, let me hear.
Well, if you're getting divorced, then it must be true, the charges. Because why else are y'all getting divorced?
Well,
Other than the girlfriend situation that the stupid ass prosecutor brought out last year in court, trying to get your bond high, saying, you know, you don't run off with your girlfriend and shit. So, although.
Okay, she just wants to keep stressing that girlfriend lie, as she puts it. Here's the thing. I would have, let's say, okay, the two of them don't communicate. We know of 4 women that Nesto has slept with before all of this even happened. So it's adultery. So is that okay with her? Does she think it's okay if it's adultery? And if you're just messing around with the married man, that's not being a girlfriend, that's just messing around. I mean, I like I said last night, I really want to get in her brain just to understand how it functions. Mimi said, didn't she want people on her channel? Oh, she failed as a blogger. Yeah, she wanted people, and she wasn't even smart about it. She could have marketed that really good. She could have found out how these calls were being obtained, did it herself and put it on her own channel. There was all kinds of things she could have done to turn this thing around and help her inmate boyfriend, but she just doesn't have the mindset for it.
She didn't say nothing about that part. A smart person would say that's the reason. But the blog people gotta try to spin it, of course. And they're gonna be like, oh, well, he must have did it because she's leaving him, yada, yada, yada. And what's she embarrassed about? If he didn't do it, he didn't do it, you know? But again, she can be embarrassed about the part you're talking about me, you know? So,
well,
but like I said, that'll probably be the spin they try to throw on it and shit. They dumbasses.
Well, I mean, she cleared herself. She cleared what she got to clear. He cleared what he cut.
I mean, it did a lot. I feel like it did a lot, but I feel like it's still gonna try. I mean, I watch how people move. So it's like I sat in that court and I was watching how, you know, them two was moving. And you can kind of see
What court is what's she talking about?
coming when you see how they move, you know, the angles of lies and the bullshit. And it's all the same. Like, it's just everybody's lying. It's a lot of lies being told.
Well, what I will say this here, he did not coach them folks. He let them folks say what they want to say. He didn't say nothing. He didn't say shit. He didn't say shit. He didn't say nothing about me. Nothing. Period.
It wasn't going to say anything about you, just like they didn't bring up the whole bodyguard rumor with his wife. They didn't talk about none of that. The infidelity rumors, which all he wanted to clear, and that's all he had to clear up is her character.
Right.
That's it.
And he did a good job. He did a good job now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So.
But what I told you want to tell somebody?
T-Rain says, we have not really talked about Sonia and Plenty of Fish, that she was dating 4 other men before she was Pow Pow and Nesto. She's a POS then and now. I don't know what that means, but I didn't know anything about the Plenty of Fish situation. This is news to me.
So, who did I say? Motherfucker Monica. Didn't I tell you?
Mm-hmm. And then Monica told everybody else, Monica got a big mouth. They just didn't tell that Monica told.
Yeah.
Monica got a big mouth. They're like, damn, bitch, what? No, my secret you done told. So you told them after I told you that. You ran and told them that shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
You
Yeah.
can't hold water.
Nope. Throw her on the bus real quick.
You cannot hold water.
That's not called throwing under the under the bus. That's a situation where you have a friend, you know your friend is going through something. Shirley might have been making minor mistakes or something at work. Maybe she was running late. Something, it could have been anything that Mississippi Monica felt that she wanted to share with everybody so that they knew what was going on and perhaps give her some leeway. But I don't, I don't consider that gossiping or anything. I just think that she was trying to make sure that her friend had support. And apparently she has no problem with it because her and Mississippi Monica still travel and do their thing together.
Oh.
So Monica told them.
So let me hear what your thought is.
Why?
Let me hear what you laugh at.
I'm joking. I don't have any thoughts on that. My main concern is just getting your name cleared and getting all these charges behind you. That's it. That's more important than anything.
Never gonna happen.
That's right.
She could be mad for now. Y'all could be friends later, or whatever happens.
That part I ain't even worried about none of that. I'm not concerned about that. That's a give and take. That's human nature right there. I'm talking about the most important thing, what's going on there. I gotta clear my name and get free and get justice done. That's what I'm on right now.
Yeah. That's all you have to worry about is getting your legal troubles behind you and getting the truth out.
They keep creeping up.
And not worried about all of this bullshit. But it's going to get a little bigger, I think, before it goes off. But yeah, remember I told you, I said they keep trying, every heading has Steve Harvey's name on it. And it's like,
No,
they're trying to bring him in to make the story big, because if they just said Shirley, people would be like, who? Well, they probably tried that and it didn't work. But let me just insert Steve Harvey. And, that's the bigger, thing. So they drug him.
I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna look at Storm Monroe because it was him and Chronicle Speaks and somebody else who I, started really diving into this first. And I don't recall any of them having Steve Harvey's name in the title at all.
In on that, which I believe he should be able to sue behind that, because his name shouldn't have been mentioned at all,
And you're definitely right about that motherfucking big ass storm. That motherfucker was huge. About that part. You remember that storm?
No, I was in Florida riding my bike to the beach, and you said you was at a hotel.
What?
That's what you texted me.
Why would you say something like that on the phone line?
What? No, you were joking when you said it, because you said
it. Y'all catch that? So we know where he was. He wasn't with Shirley. He was in a hotel room. And now, if it weren't true, why would he be concerned about her saying that on a recorded line? The plot thickens. Hey, Coffee and Cream. Hey, Jay Vickers. Hey, Houston Foodie.
I'm at a hotel. I was in Florida riding my bike, and I said, I'm not going to hear from you till after the holiday. And then you said you was at a hotel, and I was like, what? And he was like,
okay, what? This is so specific. I mean, I guess since it was the 4th of July in 2022, do you remember what you were doing on the 4th of July in 2020? Like, I can't tell you what I was doing on the 4th of July of 2024. If I sat here for a minute and thought about it, I would be able to tell you, but I just, she remembers the storm. She remembers she was on the beach riding her bike, and he was in a hotel room, and he had texted her and said he was in a hotel room. Isn't all of this interesting?
I'm just playing.
Oh, we're just playing now.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So you unless you were, I don't know. You told me you was playing, so I don't know.
Okay. Well,
I
yeah.
still got to check. So.
Well,
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
gonna
it.
say is that you know what,
That there is what we call tea.
this is gonna be just fine. Your life is gonna be good. All I gotta do is just stand fast, and I don't have to prove nothing to nobody to get my freedom. That's it. That's all I need to do. That is it.
Yeah. And then hopefully hopefully I would say they'll stop because she separated herself from you.
Oh,
So now
no,
it
no,
you
they
get me,
already
and
said
she
that.
should have did it last year when it happened. She should say, let me just for public, let me just act like we're not together, or what I'm saying, let me separate like.
And you know what? Here's the thing. We probably would have stopped talking about it if that was that, but we have phone calls upon phone calls upon phone calls where you are saying some of the most stupidest, ignorant things we have ever heard of before. And that is why this is ongoing. Jay Vickers says, so she rode her scooter to his hotel. No, see, he was in Georgia in a hotel, and she was riding her bike on the beach. Of all things, the beach. That girl says, well, he wasn't with side him or his wife. No, he didn't tell you he was playing. Mimi said, and she spilled that pot of tea. Mm-hmm. She never knows how to take a hint or how to keep her mouth shut. Hey, Shelly C.
He was trying to tell her on the phone, you need to separate yourself. You need to go over there because they keep, this is might get worse because of that, But if it's just you,
Hold up. So you heard me say that, correct? Is that what you're saying?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah,
So did the world
yeah.
say
He
that?
said it last year. He said it last year too, and then she, says, "Well, you're not talking about divorce," and then you like, "Oh, she didn't get it, so never mind." I mean, he was trying to tell her. She wasn't getting it on the recorded line. Like, I can't say, but like, felt like,
Thank you.
but
Thank you very
she
much.
didn't get it. Right. Like, you jump the ship. Like, save yourself. Don't worry about me. Worry about you. Because I don't want this weight to put you in on this dirt that's going on. All this bullshit that I'm going in.
But they did not
Going
put that on.
into.
They did not put that online though. Did they play that hot headline?
They
No, they
played
did
that.
not. They
They
played it.
played that. They played it, but they spent it different, of course.
We play it
They
all.
spent it different. He don't even like her. That's what they were saying. He don't even like her.
How can we spin? We're only talk about what we hear. I've never heard anybody spin these calls and add to. I mean, people put in their commentary and their jokes and all that. That's cool. But I've never seen anybody just take the story and run and turn it into something that it wasn't. We can only go by what we hear.
worried about getting fascinated. Like, that's the spin they put on that. And I'm like,
Wow.
no, dummy, that's not what he was saying. Like, you're stupid.
Wow.
Basically, yeah. Save your career, and we don't want this attached to your name. So you need to go over there, separate yourself.
I don't know why everybody think I'm a fucking dummy. I'm not a dummy at all. Not at all.
They just think you're a con artist and a villain. That's all.
I know it. I know it. I know that. But I'm not a
And
dummy.
I'm like, oh, what?
Okay, well, guess what? The half of
Here's the thing on that. That's just common sense when it comes to business. If you have someone you're married to or in a relationship with, and they go down a wrong road like that or dark road, yes, I mean, it just makes business sense. We need to separate because there ain't no use in everybody's life being messed up. And Jay Vickers said, a married man in a local hotel. And Jay Vickers also said, so I thought she wasn't listening. That's what I was saying in the beginning. She she says she doesn't listen to the calls, but she can always repeat verbatim what has happened and what was said. But she don't listen.
like that. The president, the ex-president was all of that. So what the fuck are they talking about? But you know what? I'm staying right on this page right here. It's only us killing each other.
That's all.
the man.
It's one white girl that's spoke on it. Everybody else is black.
That's it.
Everybody else is black. All of this is black people talking this shit. TMZ ain't even say shit. They might say something after because
First of all, that's not true. TMZ did say something about this. So that's not true. And I'm still failing to see what the big deal is about the color of who's reporting this. Are we not supposed to talk about this because he's black? That's why things in the black community get out of reach. Because, just like mental health, we don't believe in mental health. Don't talk about mental health, and that's why we have a bunch of people mentally ill walking around here untreated, because mental health is a taboo. Oh, don't talk about the con man. Don't talk about the pimp. Don't talk about the dealer. That's what the problem is in the world today. You're black, so you shouldn't say it, or you're doing something wrong. Let's talk about it all says talking about when Dre said he didn't love her anyway. And Sonia, you have your own selfish motive. Indeed, she does. You do not care about Shirley. She's a liar. No, she does not. Not at all. Jay Vickers said she is a blue-eyed blue-eyed soul sister.
hit the radio. So they're not, on those black YouTubers channels or whatever. But yeah, but that's misery and misery love. I'm telling you, me and Yvette was on the thing with the girl, and she was just, the whole thing was just negative. Her and her whole little chat line, everybody was just talking negative. And Yvette was on there, and I was like, okay, say this, and she was like, all right, and then she would say something, right? I mean, her was just cracking up. And so they would say, oh, you sound stupid. What are you talking about?
So it's okay for him to go around ripping off black women, vehicles, theft by deception, all of those things. That's okay. It's okay for him to essay black women, but black people can't talk about it. What world is she living in?
How do you know? And I'm like, all right, now say this, right? And then they would say, again, if you weren't saying something negative, they had a problem with you, right? She was like, you need to get on, right? I was like, all right, let me get on, because I got a fake, email address.
We know.
Right.
We know,
So I
Sonia.
was like, girl, stay with your man. I love black love, fight for your marriage. I was saying all of that, right? Man, they took me off the chat. They got mad at me for saying that. How you gonna get mad at me for saying stay with your man? You know what I'm saying? He's innocent till proven guilty. Don't believe what prosecutors and police say. I'm saying all of this stuff. Y'all just so quick to believe people guilty when they're not. You know what I'm saying? He ain't even went to trial, and y'all trying to act like all of this is true. And they just, that was cracking up. I was like, that's fucked up. I said, because I was on there saying positive things. They cut me off the chat. That's why they cut me. And that's foul as hell. That's just the mentality.
I think she's lying. I'm sorry. I think she's lying. Sanders RN says Sonia should be happy YouTube media isn't covering her story yet. Once they cover her, her name will be smeared in white and black blogger platforms. Yeah, and then she'll have something to say. See, she'll pick a race and find something to say. So it didn't matter. I mean, if say only Asian people were covering the story, she'd find something to say about them. They they don't like black people anyway. I mean, she would find something. She is the queen of doom and gloom.
Of these fucked up ass blogs. That's just the mentality of it. Can nobody say nothing positive? They wanted everybody to say negative shit.
Hey, whatever they put this motherfucking chick to, she said her ex-friend, bitch.
Oops. Shit go to life.
Yeah, bitch. What bitch? Yeah. Did you hear that conversation? We heard that conversation when she would tell me about how the bitch was going across and talking about her behind her back and all. Did you hear all that too?
I didn't hear that one. No, they didn't bring that one up.
Yeah,
they didn't. What the fuck is upstairs? They only play, things that it's a lot of phone calls. So they only pick and choose what they can twist and make sound like something. So they don't really care to talk about when she's talking about that girl, because that girl that they don't.
Lulu said she's admitting she be in the chats. See, she can't keep a consistent lie about her own self.
Know her. If it was Marjorie, they would have played it.
Right.
But since it's Marjorie, they like, who is she? We don't know who that is, you know? So
She put that shit straight. She said, "A bitch." Not my friend, no more motherfucker. Yeah, because for real, man, you don't know. I put a lot of money in them folks' hands. I put a lot of money in their hands. You have no clue. Wait till I get out. I ain't gonna talk. I'm just gonna wait. My turn coming.
And let's say he did put a lot of money in them folks' hand. It was stolen money. So what's the difference? Well, who cares? It wasn't yours to put in people's hands.
Boy, I can't wait. It's coming.
RV Park.
What you say?
RV Park. That was RV Park.
Here we go with that fantasy.
RV Park.
I get it. This shit. Hey, man. I'm just gonna hold tight. Buddy Holly's been in there. Buddy Holly's been. I like that. But I told you how that shit was gonna go. Yeah. Yeah. Don't. Hey, too much value. Too much value going. There's a lot going on.
Jay Vickers, I don't know who he was talking about. At first, it sounded like he was saying that Sonia should have said she was the ex-friend and say that. But then it sounded like he was saying she has an ex-friend and her ex-friend said that. So I don't know. You know, you have to decipher with him sometimes.
Have a relationship, you know what I'm saying? They know her character. That's all it go down to. She doesn't have a malicious character. So even though it was said, they knew it was going to be twisted. They weren't concerned about the response. It was just, you know, don't say nothing. But who knew that was going to come out? You know, it's okay the prosecutor and the DA and all them hear it. You know what I'm saying? But who knew they was going to put it out for the world to hear? But you know, they got them.
But here's the thing: if the way you think is the way he thinks. I'm gonna tell you that straight up. The way I'm talking about the way you think.
Before I forget, this just popped up in my head. Sylvia, there was no court today, and I guess she had nothing better to do. So she went, we watched her go to the prison to visit Nesto. And so she had a visit today. And then, you know, she drove back home and then she got back on the internet again. So that's how she spent her day. In case anybody was wondering.
That's the way he thinks. I should have told you that yesterday, but I didn't. I'm telling y'all the same mentality when it comes down to thinking. So I know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So, and he's right. You done got beat in the head 17 years, a long time to get your head busted, but still winning. So.
Well, that's because only a small portion. Like I said, his audience is he's crossed over to white people, and white people ain't on these blogs and all that stuff. So the little black people that do support him don't look at this shit either. These are these little.
Okay. Oh, she confuses me. So, white people don't look at these blogs. Okay. There are white people who do gossip blogs and all of that. And they're on YouTube. So I don't know what she's talking about. And I have seen them mention this story. Now, they may not play it, you know, and do it like we're doing it, but there's somebody on here who has a channel that's all about scammers. And he brought up this, I think twice he's brought this case up. Lou to the Lou said, oh Lord, Mammy Fresh Surface.
The TV people. That's what this is, because it's a new version of Ratchet. That's all it is. It's Ratchet, you know, YouTube. So it's just a new version of Love and Hip Hop, you know, with all, you know, with the commentators. That's all it is. And they just want to hear some Jews. They want somebody fighting. They want somebody, you know what I'm saying, talking about some stupid shit. And that's their life, because that's the world we in now. This generation is ratchet as shit.
No, I want to hear the betrayal shit. Now, the betrayal shit, they said they feel betrayed. Now, where that come from? So I said,
I don't know. See,
you're running around sleeping with other women. What are you talking about, man?
Yeah, like, okay, you're going to be embarrassed. So what are you betrayed about? Oh, well, she could say betrayed about cheating. And she could say that because she didn't mention cheating, but that's in there. You get me? So maybe the betrayal is I feel betrayed because he cheated.
Okay.
You get? But other than that, you can't be betrayed because
But what is
he
cheating?
is. Oh,
I ain't getting that part because I ain't heard nothing about that. I didn't hear
because
that.
that's what they're saying, and then she heard the telephone call. So maybe she.
See, listen how he's picking her for information. He wants to know what Shirley said, how she's feeling, and if Sonia could gauge, what was really going on with Shirley. That's all he's doing.
Feeding into what they're saying too, the spin that they're putting on things. But listen, on one of the phone calls that they did play, it's a bit disrespectful to the relationship. I would say. The one time we ever spoke on something because we don't talk like that, But this one time we were talking a little bit, So that could be the betrayal, I would say, because it can't be because you caught the case,
Oh, okay.
Because
That's fine.
there's no, yeah. So that's all that could be, that part. But other than that, and then I guess she didn't want to. Well, with them beating her up and calling her stupid and this, that, and the other, she can't say anything positive about you. She just left it as short as possible and left it alone.
Yeah.
Even I would have said what I know. Like, I don't care about what the fuck, I'm saying, these charges, this, that, and the other. People do wonder. That's a given. That's.
She said she would have said what she knew. Shirley doesn't know anything, including where her husband was after the 4th of July. She didn't even know where he was. So she there's nothing she can say other than my husband didn't do it. And why would she say that? Because she does not know whether or not that's true. Hey, Fly Girl Lala. Fly Girl Lala says he has allegedly betrayed his own daughter and his stepdaughter, as well as all others. And T Rain says she's mad at bloggers, and yet she's talked about all her family and everyone else. Yes, and let's not forget trying to become a blogger herself.
Not, it's more common than, normal. And I don't know the whole story on that, you know what I'm saying? Just bits and pieces. But I will say that he's this type of person. He's this type of person. He's just, you know what I'm saying? And from what what he shows me, I spoke on that. But then, they're going to twist that shit. Oh, she's still stupid. He's, because again, everybody trying to make you the villain, you the con artist, you the this. And every, when you talk, they try to put some type of negative spin on the conversation. See, you don't even like her. See, he just trying to get off the phone with her. See, he don't even say he love her. He don't talk to her like he talked to the fat chick. And I'm like, these people are stupid. What these people are.
Can somebody tell me where the lie is in all of that she just said? Where's the lie? He doesn't talk to her. Those in the beginning, in the 2022, those calls between him and Shirley were long. Then all of a sudden they became short, 15 minutes. I think after a while, the longest you would have found was 20 minutes. But other than that, they became shorter and shorter. But yet he would hang up from Shirley and call Sonia, and they'd be on the phone for 59 minutes. Now, what are we supposed to think?
Are stupid.
Hey, call me Shell.
But they just looking for, they looking for somebody to send it to the next person. If this person thinks it's juicy, they're going to send it to the next person. That's what they're looking to do. Just make it big enough so that they can get those little stupid ass clicks. That's all it is. Whether it's true or not. And you got a lot of dumb people out here that just fall victim.
That shit dead.
So I'm thinking, after they try to make their little commentation or whatever, after he dogs all the bloggers, and I don't know what they're going to say behind that, because he didn't go in on them.
No, she was not. She was getting ready to say commentation. This chick can't even say commentary. Coffee and Cream said after listening to Sonya on these calls since phone calls from prison started them out, I imagine as a young girl, she was like this. Self hate was probably her whole life and now projects it on other Black people. I can agree with that. I can agree with that. Jay Vickers says she knows it's true. She's just being devil's advocate with Nesto by mentioning it. They both be trying to pluck each other. They ask each other manipulative questions. You know that there's a motive behind the questions that they ask each other, but the two con artists can't figure that out. Let's talk about it all says not all, not at all, not how it works. They don't have to send them to anyone. She knows nothing. Yeah, we if this if we cannot agree on anything else, one thing we can all in this chat agree on is Sonya don't know nothing.
All y'all did is try to destroy people's lives for some money, and it's all y'all Black people doing it, and y'all sit here, and then he broke his background. I was like, what can y'all say? Y'all can't say shit. Y'all can't say nothing at this
But
point.
he definitely let him know he is reading that shit though. They've been saying it a long
Oh
time.
yeah. Well, it's not him, his people. You know what I'm saying? One of the two, either his PR people are doing it, reading it, or he's,
Right.
he might not be wasting his time because they've been talking about him for years. So.
Right.
That's what the PR people do. The PR people probably, and I've never been a PR person, but I can imagine that a PR person's job is to actually look and see if they have if they work at a place where they have celebrity clients or just people in high positions. I can imagine that the PR person does look and see what's in the news and what's going on with that person, because wrongdoings and things like Nesto, that can affect your bottom line. It could affect your business, just everything. So it is important for your PR person to look into what's going on in their client's life or their employer's life.
You put his name in a whole bunch of stuff pop up, including your stuff.
What?
What?
I said you type his name in, a whole bunch of stuff come up on top of your stuff. So they put his name in the heading of 90% of the postings that they put
But
with you and your
now what I
situation.
didn't like is I didn't like this part when, about his kids show he had, and they got rid of him because of something about his son. And stuff. I ain't like that shit though. I ain't like that.
And they actually have a police report I saw
What?
about the son. Yeah, I saw the police report. The girl posted the police report.
She don't. Oh, I just wish that's one of the things she would do is call women women, and he don't think that's right. You can't have a show that you're hosting and it deals with children, and you have a report of abuse on you, whether it's true or not. The optics don't look good for the show. These two people, I don't understand why he says he a business man, but he don't seem to know how business works.
And it tells you about you the police called that the boy, he beat the boy, his son, and he had injuries and he couldn't urinate for 2 days. They had a police report on that.
Damn.
In Texas, yeah. So I mean I don't know how much she twisted, the whole story. I'm sure some of it was extra, but the basis is true. The base part of it is true, but to what extent? The one chick, he got a cease on a couple of those bloggers where they're not allowed to talk about him.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Oh.
Yep, I'm about to.
This is something else. Okay, so let's carry on with your day. Yeah. Okay.
Get me on the show, Daddy. This is your day, everybody.
was on the yard. They don't want on the yard earlier, so that's over with. So this is more important. So I'm good. I got an earful, so it's
Right, I
okay.
wanted you to be able to hear it because, I don't give good interpretations of stories, and I forget shit. So I'm like,
she said, she said, I don't give any good interpretations of stories. I believe it. I truly believe that. Yes, in Harmon, that is what happened to that kids show. How you doing, Lovejoy? Jay Vickers said he's rushing off the phone. Yeah, you could tell when he done and he didn't got all the information he needs or wants because he do start rushing her. Houston Foodie says in Harmon, S.C. Berry says she's the reason he lost the child's show. Maybe can tact the network. It's a long story. Yeah, I'm sure you can find. And the funny part about it is I heard about that on another person's channel. It wasn't her. Now, what I did do was after I'd heard about it, I went to her channel because I knew she would have the real tea. But yeah, that's how I heard that happened. And for I want to say the son went and ran away to somebody's house, and I'm thinking it was like Will Smith, but I can't quite remember.
I was recording. So
But
just
I
listen
got it.
to it.
I mean, I got it. I got it. I got it. And, they straighten their business. They say what they had to say. Both hands. You know what I'm saying?
And you're right. He was able to address everything, which was good. That was the upside to this. He was able to shut them up about talking about him and his wife. Because again, like I said, if he's the story, more than anything. And if you can't talk about him no more, everything else is gonna fade.
Steve Harvey said nothing to shut anybody up because let me tell you, after that show, I can't tell you how many content creators got on here and clowned him with his foolishness, talking about some black bloggers and a broke employee selling the story. If he only knew how ignorant he sounded. So, no, bloggers went on to clown him after that.
It out because you're not that important. You're a nobody. You get me? You're not famous. You're not the Michael Jackson or the, you know what I'm saying, P Diddy or whatever. All of that. You're just associated with somebody who's associated with somebody famous. So since he shut them down, it should shut everything down after today. It should make your story, not interesting at all at this point.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
We'll see.
That's fine.
I ain't hurt your feelings when I say you a nobody, but you know what I mean.
And that might have been true, but then we have you, Sonia. You are the entertainment.
You're not a famous
But
person.
I know.
You're not a famous person.
Yeah, I'm not none of that. I'm not none of that.
Right. You're just a spouse of somebody that's semi-famous, that's associated with somebody super famous.
Ain't got nothing to do with me. So it's fine.
Right, because you never been trying to be famous. So you know what I'm saying. So I don't know why people want to be famous. That shit is to be popular is more of a problem, and I don't understand how people see all of these famous people that get so depressed and so hurtful because being famous was fine before Instagram. And
well, he broke that down too. He said we live in a social media world now.
Yeah, and so now it's
Let me tell you something. Before we had, well, wait a minute, Jay Vickers. Was it the bodyguard? See, because I thought the bodyguard and the chef were two different people. And that bodyguard, what is his name? It's Big something. But I had heard that when his son ran away after he beat him, the bodyguard went to tried to remove the son from where he ran away to and take him back home, but that didn't work. Shelly C said Nesto doesn't want to hear that he's not important. No, he doesn't, because he really thinks that he is. That girl says Sonia's trying to break Nesto's spirit for not getting the right response to her video she played. Lovejoy says Nesto and Sonia want to be famous. They both do. They really do. But we may not have had Instagram and Facebook and all that back in the day. But who remembers Star Magazine, The Inquirer, all those types of magazines where half the stories in there weren't true or were exaggerated truths, and they got sued. Y'all know, if y'all know who Liberace is, one of those tabloids had wrote that he was gay, and he sued them, and he won. So those types of things and gossip and rumors used to go around all the time. We just didn't. We had to leave our homes. We had to go to the grocery store or to the Kmart to see the actual tabloid and maybe see an entertainment story on TV. Now we can sit at home and push a button and we have access to it. So that's, that you can't say that, because if we did not have these computers and this internet, there would have been somebody somewhere who listened to these calls and wrote it up in an article. Houston Foodie says, my favorite pastime is reading Star and the Inquirer. Did you? I just couldn't. They would have one story in there that was, a true story about a celebrity, and then they'll have another story in there about some 250-pound 6-month-old. That's why I just could never take them seriously.
Anybody could just get up and start a channel with no money and just start some shit. So it was just a Star in the Inquirer, and we was coming up, and that's all you had to worry about. But you had to be super, super famous
No,
to
you
get in those
didn't.
papers.
Right.
Now anybody can write about anything and do, all kind of it's just anybody with a phone. And everybody has one.
Can you check, please?
Can I check on what?
No, to find out about the transcript.
And here we have Sonia, who just dropped this knowledge on him, and she could not productively start and run a successful YouTube channel. I don't think she had the patience or the foresight to sit down and actually do it. Because everything she does on Monday. Hey, call me on Keisha's phone. How you doing?
Write it down, because you're old and shit. And forget shit.
Oh
you're old as
my
shit right now.
God.
Yeah, you're old as shit.
I'm old as shit right now. I'll be old as shit coming into this week. Yeah, she about to be old as shit.
You have 1 minute remaining.
All right, well, I love you very much. You go and continue your beautiful day to day and keep going. You know what I'm saying? This ship has in. A new day.
Everything shall pass. That's all. Everything shall pass.
And I don't know if I'll be able to walk the streets out there now, but
Nope.
it's going to be crazy, but it'll be okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. I love you.
I love you too. Bye.
Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and turn notifications on so you don't miss the next one.
I said I was, let me see how long this visit is, because there's a visit that is an important visit that I might do. Okay, here we go. This visit, and I know you'll all remember it by the outfit. And if this thing would disappear for me to see it. They talk about Shirley and, of course, what? The YouTubers. Oh, for heaven's sakes, no, it's an hour long. I don't want to hold y'all that long. Gosh, everything else is long. Well,
this video contains 2 video calls between Ernesto and Sonia made in.
I'll go ahead and start it. And if those of you who can hang with me, go on and hang with me. Somebody in the chat called Fly Girl. I didn't see you come in, but how you doing?
Late December of 2023. They bring up Shirley Strawberry and a variety of other things. Take a listen.
Look at him looking. Look.
Why you looking like that? Why you looking like that?
Hi, how are you?
Good. You had to do what?
I gotta get some more wipes because I was running out.
Okay. Okay, I see you. I see you with your bell bottoms on, player.
I had to go to that photo shoot and then I had to go home real quick and charge the car a little bit.
Oh, okay. How did that turn out?
It was right when they started. It was time for me to go because it was 2:00, and I'm like, I gotta be, I gotta drive down south and then drive north and then charge.
That girl, you are so right. Well, first of all, Coffee and Cream said, what in the Sam held she got on? And do y'all remember the show called, oh gosh, he used to wear, y'all help me out. He was a puppet. Yeah, I think it was my friend somebody. He was a puppet, but he had a he had a jacket just like that. I know somebody in the chat know who I am talking about. Y'all know that show. And that girl said something that I didn't think about till just now. She said, "Now this hen is quoting Shirley. This too shall pass." I didn't really catch that. That a good catch. That was a good catch. Yes, in Harmon, she wants to be a fly girl. What is the name of that? Was it my friend Alfred? I can't think of the name. I'm gonna have to look it. I'm gonna Google it. Hey, James Brown.
The car didn't come here, so I was only there for like an hour. It was cool.
Oh, okay. So
She was running
why
late.
they staying? They live in a hotel?
Yeah,
Are you serious?
I think her credit is bad because when she got evicted from the
Y'all
last
hear
place
her telling y'all? She telling people's business.
she was at, and then I think she wanted her daughter to put it in her name, but her daughter said no. So she's been in a hotel with her mother ever since.
With a mama?
Now I bet you. Yep, Madison, Houston Foodie. You took the words out my mouth.
She had a mama?
Yeah,
oh. Okay. Well, I did get the word that they ain't got themselves together. I did get that last year. You know what I'm saying? This one got the son want a box and all that. Is this that same person? Oh man, yeah, I heard they all over the damn place.
She signed with Sony, so people go through shit.
Yeah. Is that the one off? Is that the one off of Roswell Road, or is that the one off of?
I could see if she said, "Yeah, I got this friend. She going through some hard times," but she went. She lost her place. She got bad credit, so she in a hotel with her mama who had the stroke. So if there was anybody who didn't even know, maybe they just knew Madison doesn't live where she lived before. They know all of the business now if they've heard this, if they've seen this visit.
But I want to say,
right across from Benihana.
Exit 8.
When you go on 400 North, exit 8.
You're talking about Windworth?
No. I think that's 7. You should know Alpharetta. That's your stomping
No,
ground.
I'm saying that's what I'm saying. Exit.
Exit 8, where Benihana is. You know where Benihana is in Alpharetta?
No, I don't. Because I don't go to Benihana's. No. I ain't been that motherfucker about 10 years.
Yeah, I guess
yeah,
so.
That's just it. I'm just not no big eater like that. No, I'm just not a big eater like that. That's all. That's it.
Wow.
That is it. Yeah. So how are you? Beautiful. Everything good?
I'm fine. How are you, handsome?
I'm trying to handle the way the best I can. So did you talk to the lawsuit people yet? You ain't talked to them yet?
No, like everybody I talked to, the one guy that I did talk to, I leave messages. That one chick I called in Cleveland called me back 2 weeks later. Yeah, I'm returning a call. I'm like, girl, 2 weeks later?
It doesn't matter if they called back 2 weeks later or 2 minutes later, you don't have a case. So I don't know why you're trying to call people so that you can sue, everybody. Now, it wasn't Mork and Mindy or Alf. I'm looking for it. I'm looking right now as we speak for the name of this show. So I'm going to find it. Look at here, y'all. We have the king of letter writing in the house, Native Tribe Urban Media. How are you doing this evening or night?
Oh,
So, and I text the other attorney that I don't get a headache. I
oh, you
text
do?
the other. Yeah, it happened about 15 minutes ago.
Oh, did you eat?
I had 2 pieces of chicken, but I'm gonna go back and eat. But I didn't want to eat
Native,
too
I
much.
think you might can help me with this. There was a show that came on, I believe it was Nickelodeon. I don't know if you can see clearly this vest that Sonya has on. That's the reason why I think it was that girl couldn't find any aluminum foil, but it was a show and it was a black kid and the puppet was black and he had a jacket like that. Do you know the name of that show? Because I can't think of it.
Just in case my stomach.
Oh, okay,
And have me run
okay.
to the bathroom. I'd be like, yeah, hold on. I gotta go.
Okay,
She gotta
okay.
go. She gotta go.
Okay, so
Get
you
your
say
beard filling in all.
yeah. I got my haircut. I got it tapered to the side and in the back. So after I find out I might be going back down there again, so I say, okay, well let me clean up a little bit. Yeah. So it's grown. It's getting. Yeah, I'm just gonna let it. Yeah. So
You gotta clean up like right here.
I wasn't gonna do no, because I wanted to come because I wanted.
Okay, we have Lisa Glaze in the house. We have Bank in the house, who has given me the name of the show, My Cousin Skeeter. That's the show. Now I would pull it up to show it to you. Maybe at the end I'll do it because I don't want to mess nothing up right now. But if y'all Google it and look at what My Cousin Skeeter has on, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
Be down. I wanted to come all the way down.
Yeah, but not from here, from the back of the neck, but from the chin.
Yeah.
This far back in the chin. Right.
Oh.
Right when your neck, when your chin go like this to the neck, and right when the neck go like this, all of that need to be like the neck.
I got you. I understand.
You know you're a barber.
Yeah, but the way I wanted it to fill out, I wanted to be like down here where you can't. Yeah.
You don't need all of that going on.
Yeah, but it's gonna until I get out. Yeah.
Right.
I'm not cutting. I'm not cutting no more.
Sheesh, hurry up.
But so I need a Bible. I need a Bible. So, but I know what one I got. I'm gonna send you the website, which one, so I can get my name and stamped and engraved in it, and get your name stamped and engraved in it on the front.
Okay.
Yeah, and today.
Hey, Karen Lux, how are you doing? Can somebody please tell me how much sense does it make for this married man to have his side piece, who claims she's not a side piece, buy him a Bible and he's going to have his name engraved on one side and her name engraved on the other side? This married man. And then he's wondering why his wife is divorcing him. He can't figure it out. Now, Native Tribe is being messy already, talking about she looks like somebody stepped on a can of Diet Coke and her head squeezed out. Oh, yes, Houston Foodie. This was her first attempt at a Bible. How long did it take for this Bible to come in? It took so long for this Bible to come in. I had forgotten about it because the Bible was also mentioned on a phone call today. And Jay Vickers says the notion of getting her name stamped is just to entice her more to buy. You know what? That's a thought. That is a thought. And Call Me on Keisha's phone said the audacity. Yes, the audacity of it all.
when I first got locked up. So I want them dates law on there. But I got the website, so you can look it up and you can order it and they can send it to me. But wait till I send it to you.
On
Yes.
top of that, you're asking this atheist to get a Bible for you. I mean, make it make sense.
So I need to be, I got to get my sword together since things don't start looking up some kind of way. I just got to be patient. Yeah.
Sure, you don't want to hold it Quran?
No, that's not, it's all the same to me. It's all the same to me. Yeah, it's power's power. Everybody pray to something. So it's all the same. So that's basically it. It's no use to me trying to switch. It ain't about words anyway. Because we all got a higher power. It's just
Okay, so Houston Foodie says there's texts from February 2024 asking about the Bible multiple times. This visit is in December. I think it's the 22nd or something of December. Maybe that's why she has on this silver coat.
different names. That's all it is to me. It's all the same. That's it.
So, Lord Jesus.
There you go with that. There you go with that. Well, what I'm saying is that everything I'm prophesying, I just got to stay focused that it's going to happen. That is it. So we're going to be sitting in the richest lands. We got to go through.
I'm going to need our resident speller, Jay Vickers, to spell, not prophesize, but prophesy.
We got to go through to get to what we need to get to. And then when you get what you need is that I'll be had that vision that I saw them old ladies would be pulling up in the motorhomes and motor coaches, and the old man was sitting in the passenger seat. So you'll be that little bitty woman driving around. I'm just gonna be sightseeing. So all that's gonna be
toting your old butt around. Come on,
yeah,
Papa.
That's it. So guess what? I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that.
I gotta text you something because they keep asking me if you got a.
What is that?
What be at my house crying all the time?
Do I have that? No, I ain't got no shit like that.
Hey. I don't know if that person. I don't know if this person that.
I like the simple things in life. Why couldn't she just say baby? I mean, we're seeing the visit, so we see her doing that. And even let's say we didn't see this, but we heard it. We know what she always has at her house that doesn't belong. And that's a baby. Victor the Bell said, Sonia the astronaut. Aaliyah TV said, basically, Sonia going to do all the work and take care of him. Mm-hmm.
Keep saying it when they go on live. They hear you have, and I'm like,
that don't make no sense.
Let me tell you something. I have been on all of the lives that she's done, and I stayed on as long as I could. I have never heard anybody ask her. I have heard, and I don't know where I heard that from. I don't know if it was a police report. I don't know. And somebody in the chat can tell me where we heard that he had a 2-year-old. But I've been in her lives, and let me tell you, I have never heard not one person question her in a live about his baby and the comments, because I used to read those. Those were quite comical. I did not hear anybody ask her anything about the baby. Excuse me. Lovejoy, you're going in the bushes. You have a good night.
I don't know if they're trying to just bother me, because a lot of that stuff they're trying to bother me or get a rise on me. Or maybe it could be true.
No, because guess what? I'd already been, how you get your dog. Yeah, so I know that ain't true. Yeah, I got that in 2001. So I know they lying about that. That's just some extra fire. That's what that is. No, but I don't have nothing like that.
It could be somebody being messy. I mean, trying to get a rise. Because they be like 5 people that go on there and be saying little messy shit. And I just
It's only 5 people compared to thousands. That makes sense.
Right. Right, because I got 2,006.
That Sonia, I have been in your comments where you've had over 200 and some people in the live, and every last one of them are clowning you, with the exception of you had like about maybe 3 sympathizers. But other than that, they're all clowning you.
600 views. And that was what, yesterday I did that, or day before yesterday I did that.
He got neutered.
So they grow, and the other one's got 9,000 views. So it's growing. I just gotta flip it because I told them the Sonya Nesto show was over. We're not about to ride that. We're gonna just flip it into something else because I'm not gonna keep answering the same dumbass questions they keep asking. Do you talk to Shirley? Why would you ask me that? You so dumb.
Well, you know why? Because
what are we talking about?
They say that because you're the closest thing to their idol. You're the closest thing to their idol now. You kind of understand?
People didn't even know who she was. They just saw a message and jumped in on it. That's all that was.
That's all it is.
They jumped in the mess and they just ratting it out because they follow those people.
I want to know which one of y'all idolize this woman. Y'all been keeping secrets from me. In Harmon says, when did Nesto get out of jail? He met Whitney in 98. Did you? 1998 and a half. Was that back in? I don't know, but I know somebody in this chat who does know when he got out of jail. Vic to the Veil says she is straight out of 1995 Bad Boys music video in this outfit. One more chance. Yeah, that question that's got me stumped right there. Nesto is multiplying like gremlins. He needs to be stopped. And somebody in this chat said they thought he was neutered. I can't see him. I heard that those things hurt, the vasectomies, and I just can't see him taking responsibility in getting a vasectomy. I really can't. That doesn't seem like him. And Banks says she should have started doing the day in the life of a 55-year-old side chick whose married boyfriend is in jail videos. Anything she could have, because the thing of it is people would sit through her lives to listen to her. We know she was lying. And if she came on there and said, if she did a vlog on her outfit of the day, we would still go, if for nothing else, so that we can clown her about what she had on. Al says these are two of the biggest clowns in captivity, just a train wreck. Aaliyah TV says, I heard they don't feel anything. See, I don't know during the procedure if they feel it, but I heard that it was painful afterwards. I don't know anybody who has got one, but that's just, in reading and stuff, that's what I've heard. But this was also back in the day and not so much now. The way they do surgeries now, you could probably go back to work after one.
Who, talking about it from some other story, and they just follow them. So anything they post, they just, ooh, what's this about? Mm-hmm. That's all. Tell them to be quiet behind you.
And first of all, if somebody say I got one of them going around, to me that would be embarrassing to that person to say that with all the other shit going on. Did that make sense to you? I sure want to be doing that.
They just want to be, now could be the step on there too.
Why would I be embarrassed to say he has a 2-year-old, or I heard he had a 2-year-old? Why would that embarrass me? That wouldn't embarrass me. And furthermore, what this fool right here is getting ready to say, why would Sheridan care? I'm sure she's probably feeling sorry for and having empathy for her mother. Why would this man has done so much dirt? She doesn't need to start any rumors about him.
Because a lot of stuff they be asking. A lot of stuff they be asking. They be like, it'd be like close. It'd be close conversations.
That's what that is then. Yeah, and that's true.
You know?
That could be true. Right.
So somebody trying to make a mess out of something, make something even messier. Because I'm not messy on my channel. I'm just like positive. We're not doing the name calling. We're not doing none of that shit that they doing on the other side. You know, they want to be messy. Oh, but you're just clout chasing. How was that when the shit came out in March, and then July the phone calls came out, and I didn't come out till the picture came out, and they kept still talking and trying to narrate what's going on. So I'm gonna speak on my behalf. 7 months, 8 months, 9 months later. What is that? March. 9 months later.
Let me tell you something. If this were me in this position, I would have been mortified when they got my picture. And the last thing I would do would be come on YouTube and make more of a spectacle of myself. I personally just would have stopped all the phone calls, or I would have just done text messages, even though we got them too. But I just would not have kept on with the communication and coming out in public and going on this platform and that platform, telling, supposedly speaking about his case, but really talking about a bunch of nothing and calling victims liars.
So
are they going in on you on that ponytail?
That one girl, she was like, I'm so tired of her raggedy ponytail. And I was like, yeah, I got my raggedy ponytail in today.
And it's still raggedy.
Damn.
Hoes ain't got no damn hair.
Hey, you know what? You should just talk the way you talk and just, I'm saying?
I'm trying to keep it,
You ain't got to be like that. That's not really you. Be you. Be that whatever you feel comfortable in your shit. That's what I'm basically. I want to say it.
The thing of it is, where they can. This is how they do. Same thing how they used to do. One artist against like Brandy and Monica when they first came out, how they kept trying to pin them against each other. You're doing the same thing. They keep trying to pin us against each other, or try to do some comparison, or try to. I'm like, what are y'all like?
Right.
You know. Well, y'all just want her money. You and Nessa trying to get her money. I was like, he don't, and I don't.
That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. That's the.
Nobody.
That don't make no sense.
For real.
Wow.
Keep in mind, this is December. She don't listen to the bloggers. She don't care anything they say, and all they do is lie. How does she know this? How does she know what is being said if she's not listening? Southside Chi-Town says, you low when you let a convict clown you. Shelly C says he likes her dirty mouth. Jay Vickers says, damn, shots fired. She says she tried to keep it classy on her channel. And he said, that's not you. Just be you. The classless you that you are.
Oh.
I said he didn't want it before, and he definitely don't want it now.
No. So, and then man, I done been around. Them folks ain't have zero, nothing. But I can't bring all that up because that don't make no sense. Hey, I'm already there.
You can make it. If you can't manage it, I already know how that is. When you can make it but can't manage it, it's still going to look like you ain't got this. You got to be able to manage it. So,
exactly.
Y'all grasping. Y'all are grasping. I said that's an insult to her if that's what you're saying, that he only wanted her for her money. I was like, and not her for herself. I said, because she sounds very nice. She's very attractive. I said, so why wouldn't he want her for her? Y'all, I said, I shut him up because they kept trying to come, and I was like, so that was wrong.
When has this woman ever gave an intelligent answer like that?
Wrong for you to even say something like that. Like she got nothing else to offer but a paycheck. That's not nice. They was like, yeah, we tried. Yeah, you tried, but I flipped it on your ass.
Ooh,
that's not nice.
Hey, that thing you got is ferocious, boy. That thing is ferocious. Yeah. Okay. All right then. So, do you think I should just hold tight on that, or just keep pushing on the lawyers?
You gotta keep pushing them. Don't hold tight on anything, because anything
No,
could drop any day.
No, I'm
But
talking about for
you gotta get stupid ass
not
off your case.
not that. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about for the new stuff I got going on, the suits and everything.
No, we gotta push forward and do that now too, because that's a time frame. You know, that might take a year.
Yeah,
that's not an overnight thing. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's okay, because the more they talk, the more shit they, the more suit they got coming. Let them talk. I'm gonna keep giving them something to talk about, because every time I go on, they go on right after me and start talking mad shit on me.
Oh,
keep
really?
talking. Keep talking.
Yeah.
Keep talking.
Here's the thing. That's true. Once you do your lives, and people have those recorded as well. Yeah. People do go back on their channels and play them and do commentary on it. Where's the lawsuit? They're only repeating what you said. What you said. They're not making anything up. It's all what you said. Let's talk about it. All says she was trying to get it off them to cheating. Always. That's what she always does, because she's not a side chick. She's not a side chick. She's not a girlfriend. I don't know what she is, if she's not either one of those, but
Talking. I want you to keep talking, because I don't say nothing negative about nobody.
But they still eat on that.
She says that bloggers are black. She hope they don't have kids. They're intimidated. They just all the vicious things she says about the black women on YouTube, and she doesn't say anything negative. Okay.
Oh,
wow.
I said it's nothing but lies. I said they've been telling lies and fibs since day one, trying to narrate something, trying to make something, a story to keep y'all hooked. That's all it is.
That's what it is. But the hook really kind of wearing down to me.
You think?
Oh, well, I ain't out there to see, so I can't really say.
Yeah, nothing on television. These heifers is tuned in. It's so crazy, because the ones that swear up and down they hate me be on my live. Like, I missed you the other day, but I'm here today. And then
no, they don't say that. They be on their live because they want to hear what unintelligent thing you are going to say next. Shelly C said, she says she's just a friend. Oh, baby. Southside Chi-Town said they're going to get Chi-Town. Oh, crap. I lost the comment. Well, y'all saw what she said.
Talking shit. And I'd be like, why are you here? Go on the channel. Go on the hate channel and hate with the haters. Why would you come on here to be like, like stay over there? And the bloggers that I blocked, they created new accounts and they get on, and they trying to be somebody else and start
really?
You know how I know that's a lie? Because she didn't know how to block people. And she did that one live. This was her I'm Going to Africa live that she did. And I think it was Yvette or her brother who started blocking. But she didn't block people. No, she didn't. She didn't know how.
I be having 800 people on there when I go on live. 800 people on my shit. Fast.
Okay. So really, you're saying that it's getting bigger.
We about to be done with the whole question and answer on, that. Like, the only thing I'll say, if you want to be updated on what's going on with the hearing, if people are like fight about it, that'd be like the only thing. But they keep repetitive side chick, all of that like narrative, and I kept telling them point blank, because they at one time they got on my nerves. I was on for 3 hours. And I was like, people just kept asking the same question. Yeah, the first one.
Her lives are always 2 and 3 hours long. And she never has any information about the court cases. She never has anything until she eventually got those police reports. So what is she talking about? Getting people straight. You child, please. You can't even get your ponytail straight. And you talk about you getting people straight.
3 hours. The second one was 2 hours because it was just that many people, and that many people just kept talking and asking questions and stuff. So I was like, look, because the couple people kept doing that same married man narrative. Why are you talking to him? Like he can't have friends, right? And I was like, look, I don't give a fuck about the marriage at this point. I said the marriage don't. If he don't get out, that marriage ain't gonna be shit. I said, so my concern is getting him out and his freedom. It ain't got shit to do with everything else that he got going on. That's paused. Everything else is paused. We're just concerned with getting him a fair trial and getting him out of jail. I'm not concerned. Y'all keep talking about the marriage. Okay, whatever. It's on pause. He get out, then whatever happens happen. But right now, my concern is the case. It's not about relationships and all of this stupid shit and who fucking and who sucking and all. Like, y'all worry about the wrong shit.
That's sad. That's some real sad shit.
I said it's freedom trump everything. It trumped everything at this moment.
YouTube is starting to show off, so I'm gonna try to stop as little as possible.
I'm not gonna concern myself. You know, we hope everything can go back to normal. I said, but I'm not even concerned about anything but a fair trial with all his situations. That's it. Oh, so do you believe him? I said, yeah, I truly believe him. He said it. He got no reason to lie to me. Oh, you're just stupid. Or you're just dickmatized.
You know, what?
Listen, they'll be going in the whole time. And then at the end, when I'm about to get off, they'll be like, well, thanks for talking to us. I'll be like,
that shit don't make no sense.
Lies. She lying. And ain't nobody ever thanked her for coming.
And I keep a smile. One time I had to go there with one girl, but I still like bounce back to a smile. And they just be like, you just have such a lovely personality.
Oh,
You're hard
no.
to hate.
Hell no, that never happened.
I didn't know you wanted to hate me.
Yeah.
I said, I guess so, because of everything that they're saying. I guess so. You know, they're trying to make me out to be the villain.
Wow.
It's cool, handsome.
Wow. You know, it's amazing.
Oh, sorry, Sherry. She said she really ate with that narrative. You couldn't tell her she wasn't giving us the business.
I'm still how supposed to have one of them round. I'm talking about when I was out there. Where many people were? I'm so confused on my life that I'm in here. It's amazing to me. It's just amazing how people can hate you so bad.
It turns into a famous villain.
He turned himself into a villain. Nobody did that to him.
Fucking villain. That
but
shit
not
is...
even. They talk bad about me more than you because they're kind of like on the fence now. They're like on the that's how I wanted it to be anyway with the case. Now they're looking at the case like,
I don't know anybody who's on anybody's fence about whether or not he's guilty and what he has done. And people talk about you because listen to the things that come out your mouth.
Is that making sense? You know, they're not doing all the harsh, nastiness, the bestiality, all of that shit that they was trying to,
when did we stop?
Put out there like that.
That shit would never go away though until I get out.
It won't.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't be on the other channels where they be strictly hating. I don't even go on there no more to even listen to what all they keep in whatever narrative. But I know for the most part, you know, a lot of people like, you know, trying to be supportive and at least talking to me. Got this many that's hating, you know, on there, but everybody else is supportive and like, what's going on and how's he doing and how's he feeling and when's his next court date? Is everybody showing up? I'll let you know. Real. That's all his family right there. They be like,
Damn.
show up, show up. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I did. I'm gonna send you some. Make you laugh because I'm gonna send you some probably today tonight if it get to you. Just read it and you be like, what? But when I send to you, because I gotta. But when you read it, you can say, wow.
Did you get fat because Young Thug got fat? His face all swollen.
I said the same thing.
I was like, that motherfucker. What is he eating in there?
Yeah, because guess what? He can't smoke, he can't drink, can't do shit. He can't do nothing but sit down and eat.
Everything. Like, he getting DoorDash? That motherfucker is fat.
Okay, we all know that's not true. You can smoke there and you can drink there. I know it's been a couple calls where we've heard Nesto and we think he's been in the prison hooch. So that's not true. And doesn't I thought I heard Young Thug had like lupus or diabetes or something. And in prison, isn't their diet mostly consists of what is it, soy? And that kind of makes you gain weight too. So it happens. Because I was looking at Donna Eldison today, and she done put on some pounds too.
Fat.
Yeah, he fat. He done
food
got
ain't that good. Fat.
No, but there's a lot of starch though. It's a lot of starch. My face feel like it. Yeah, I said it to myself. I said I'm gonna grow this motherfucker all the way out.
What's that stomach looking like? You looking like Lamont?
I can still see what's going on. You can believe that. How about that?
Wait. Did she say X was his stomach like Lamont's? And you know, supposedly she hadn't really seen Lamont, so how she know what his stomach looked like?
I can see on that one. So I'm good. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it going the best way I can. Well, Merry Christmas. I know you don't go for all that, but you gonna have the baby? What you gonna be doing? Well,
I want to go to Papa Do's because I had this red snapper last week or the week before. Whenever we was in there, me and Madison, and I've been craving that. So I just probably want to eat that and just go home and just chill in the house.
You gonna order it and take it home?
No, I'm gonna sit there because when I go home, I'm gonna just be home. So I'm gonna sit there, and then I told her to call me after she did a photo shoot. I think she got a date because she met this dude Wednesday night when we were out.
You tell her to take it easy because that's a hell of a life right now. That's a.
Here she is telling more of Madison's business.
That shit there, that's like you living in the streets. You know what I'm saying? That's a hell of a life right there, boy.
I know. Even though it's a nice hotel, but I asked her last week, like, how long you gonna be in a hotel still? You know, the money's the same though. Because I thought about doing that because my friend, because I didn't know how long this situation was gonna be, and I wanted to bounce after it was over. But you know, it's the same money. But I was thinking, the closet's not big. That was my biggest thing. They don't have walk-in closet.
Oh, for heaven's sake!
And I needed a walk-in closet, or else I could have did a hotel. You know.
Oh, you said you happy with that?
Broken bougie.
I'm about to do an RV, so you know how I'm about to roll.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, man, I hope, boy, I just hope that this.
Listen now. She would have stayed in the hotel because she likes walk-in closets, but RVs barely have closets, let alone walk-in. What is she talking about? Al said, who lets this gutter snipe babysit their child? Well, this child is a child that belongs to her daughter's friend who works in the strip club. She didn't want the child, but her daughter talked her into keeping it, and her daughter and Sonia is the ones who look after the baby. How much more ghetto can that be?
This thing,
I hope
I
your
know
shit
it
is
gonna.
over. I hope your shit
Man,
is over.
I'm just ready
Or
now.
I'll just be parked somewhere till you get out. Where you at? I'm over here on what street is this?
Your ass ain't finna do no shit like that. Now that shit
No,
sound
I
good.
am. Listen, I'm about to after my lease is up, I'm doing an RV. I'm giving all my furniture to my son. I'm gonna get my little trinkets to my daughter. And I'm gonna get an RV. We doing a road trip. We about to travel.
Okay. So, good question for you. So when it's time to goddamn bounce out, I gotta have somewhere to lay my head at. And I can't be sitting in no damn
Well,
thing like
hopefully when
that.
you get out, you out, and it's not that you're out. But if you're out on bond, yeah, I'll stay there. I'll stay there so that you have, when you get out on bond. But if it's a straight release where you're just done, that's what I'm hoping for. Then,
Right.
RV. But no, I'll have the place for you to have, an address if you need an address.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I was talking about once you completely done.
Right.
Everything
So did you
is
talk?
over.
Did you talk to the other person, number 11? Did you talk to him and ask him what did he think this go around coming up?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I would like to hear. I would like to hear his
I
input.
He don't know what he's talking about.
The first person that came to see you, the second person. The second person that came to see you, or the first person?
Second person.
The first person. The second person. That's who I've been talking to. No, he'll contact me and ask me what's going on.
Yeah. So I would like to know, what do he think is gonna happen this time? That's what I'd like to know.
It's a wait game at this point until your people step up and file for charge or dismiss. They got just like how the judge was saying in court. What's up? Let's indict. If you got it, let's indict.
Right.
Instead of them saying, "Oh, well, we're trying to still sort out." You ain't sorting out anything, because when we went to court a year after she did her interviews, she didn't do any research. She just left it there. Boom. So why would you wait if you know that you don't have enough information for an indictment? Why would you not follow up on your investigation? That's dumb. But still hold somebody in jail. They don't give a fuck about people. But you interviewed these people August of 22 and August and September of 22 and October of 22, and here we are going into 24, and you have done no investigation on all of those statements.
I know YouTube is just not going to up and quit. Come on now. Let me see. What's it doing? Nope. Yep, that's YouTube. Let me try this. Celestine Latham says, Sonia, shut up.
You took. Well, on the R case, you can't. The CP case is done. That's just cut and dry. Let's get a forensic person in the computer and pull everything out, the footprint to everything.
Hold on. Yeah, so just watch. Yeah. I'm gonna. Yeah. Hello. Yeah, I look tired.
I am tired. I got up at 9. I got up at 8:30. I was supposed to be at the hotel at 10. And I was in the bed like, okay, what can I say? Because I don't feel like going. But then I was like, get your ass up and go.
Okay. You want feeling good or something?
I didn't go to bed till 4:00 in the morning. My mind be like, I always constantly be thinking, about your case, trying to figure out some stuff. We always think of something. Something always come to thought. Like,
no, I understand.
That messing with a married man weighs on your mind.
What's making sense? What's not making sense?
I do agree. I do
write
agree.
down everything.
I got everything wrote down. Trust trust me.
So and you got to put it in a order in which you can just be like, okay, you write from that.
Native Tribe says Deborah sees she thinks that it works like Law and Order, and the episode should be over in an hour. And she doesn't take into consideration evidence takes time. Processing evidence takes time because you want to make sure, and they want to make sure that they have all that they need, all that they have as far as evidence, and that the evidence links to him. But even she always wants to bring up him sitting for the CP and the SA charges. He still has that how many hundred thousands of dollars worth of bond on those charges that he can't get out. And they have, what do they have, 4 years to indict or to set the trial, or whichever it is. It doesn't matter. They're within their limits.
And then you pass it to your attorney when you're in court. You got to speak on, and you tell her when they come visit you that you want to.
I got a question. How did you think I got? How did you think I got that? How do you think that I got those? What you just saw? How do you think
you're
that
doing
came
your legal
up?
research?
Okay.
You have to. You have to.
Okay.
You have to be just as knowledgeable as the person representing you.
What I got,
I love you. I love you. I love
you too. That guy probably reach out to you because he might got his letter today or tomorrow.
Who?
On the one that I told you had wrote me.
I think that she thinks that those faces and the tongue rolls and all of that is sexy or appealing, something like that. Hey, Nikki G. Nikki G says thinking about a new lie. That's all she did. They both of them sit there and think of lie after lie after lie to tell. And half of what she has said thus far during this visit has been a lie. The people on YouTube, they think she's so nice. Who? I want names. Who said that?
Person that wrote me.
Okay.
Reach out. Yeah. So wait, it's gonna be all right. I just got to
be a good character witness too, just like Crook, the one who was locked up with you in Kentucky.
Right.
Because when people are locked up, they're their true selves. You get me? So this is how he was behaving when he was in jail.
I thought when people were locked up, they did whatever they could do to survive. What does she mean they act their natural selves? And I'm sorry. I have not been and never do plan on serving any jail time and being arrested. But if I were, the last thing that I want is a bunch of criminals that I done served time with to come and be a character witness for me.
Yeah, because people in jail, you see how they be in there acting freaky, whatever it is wrong with them. They just be themselves.
Yeah.
They don't.
They do whatever. Yeah.
So if he's sat in the bunk with you for 3 years, he know how you truly are more than anybody. Ain't no faking it when you locked up. And this is all he did. This is all he spoke on. And man wasn't on nothing but this business, and he was talking legit business. Yeah. Nothing crooked. He wasn't talking about fucking and sucking and all of that freaky shit, like hoes, none of that. It was strictly barbershop. This is what I want to do.
Why should I believe that? Because he apparently has talked about things like that with Dre. Remember, Dre told us he liked to, take them girls back there on that bus and put them dog collars on them. So I'm to believe that in prison that talk didn't go on at all. Are you serious? You really think if that inmate got up there and said that, I wouldn't believe him.
What I want. And it was just legit business conversation.
Mm-hmm. This is true. This is very, very true.
You gotta speak on your first two, your records. You gotta speak on that.
I already got that together. Okay. I got everything. I got everything together. I got all that.
You gotta speak on the stand. You need to.
But it's gonna be a while before we can get to that point. So I understand what you're saying, but it's gonna be a while before we get to that point.
everything.
We ain't gonna even get to that point. We're not going to even get to that point.
You don't think
We're
so?
not getting to the. No, I don't.
How's your
I don't.
kidney?
So they working itself out. I got to just keep on doing. Got to keep moving.
How do we go from talking about the case and testimony and bunkmates to how's your kidneys? I don't understand her. Jay Vickers says you don't get cellmates for character witness. You get a former boss, a business partner, mentors, not cellmates doing 5 to 10 with you. Deborah C says pole splits.
Booty shaking, but I love you very
Call
much.
me around 8. Come around 8. Love
Okay.
you.
No wonder this is so long. We got 2 visits. Come on, hair.
Middle part don't work.
Huh? Hold on.
My bangs are too long.
What you say?
Middle part doesn't work. My bangs are too long.
That's okay, but I like that right there. That's good. That's good enough for me. Yeah. You should wear that on your next cast.
My next
That,
hair.
your next podcast, whatever you do.
Look at your hair. Look all nice. Got a haircut?
Last week. I got one last week, so that's it.
That really is not good advice, Nesto, because guess what? Very much so how I'm laughing at it right now, because that you can tell that's a way by the way it's laid. If she got on her own podcast with her hair like this, I'd still laugh.
Yeah, but I'm gonna get all this cut off. I'm gonna get it cut down just for you.
Yeah, that right there. That part. Yeah. The neck.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Unless
get
it's
that.
keeping you warm.
Yeah, because it's freezing in here.
Believe it or not, until you go to court.
I am. Well, thank you for changing the game for me, because I need to change. Damn. Yeah, I need to change. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's how you're going. Yeah, that shit long as hell.
Yeah, it grows real fast. It's
Yeah.
that Caucasian in me.
Okay. Well, then, okay, then that's cool then. Yeah. So yeah, put your little glasses on and rock that for your neck part. When you gonna do that again?
Things are like this.
That is long.
So, So
Yeah. So I can appreciate that.
it's hard to do something. And it stays in a ponytail, which grows my hair fast as shit. The ponytails that I wear. So by the summertime, I'll figure it out. And then if it's not doing anything, I'll just get a haircut. You know, just like bob it or something. But this should be like here by the end.
Oh, okay.
Cut up.
Yeah, it's long. It's super long. Oh, now the thing down there about your neck.
No, it's
Oh.
Child.
it's
I was
almost
down here by
between
your
the
back.
bra, between the bra and the what's the name? It's like this
Okay.
far.
Okay. Well, once ain't that cold until you with no jacket on.
It's in the car. It didn't match. I just got it for warmth. Because look at my boots. They're crazy. You can't really see them.
You love them boots, don't you? You love boots. You love yourself some boots, I see.
These are
Okay.
some crazy ass boots, actually. And I didn't know what to wear them with. But, you know, they cool. They look crazy.
Okay, but that's what you good.
So listen.
So
I was reading my comments yesterday, and the one girl who keeps texting me all kind of stuff about the law, and you know he's not guilty. Do this, call this, do that. She knows Erica.
Oh, come on.
She got to talking about Erica, and she was saying that
And she's lying.
he didn't do that shit. That was stuff that Erica does because he's not that type of person.
Oh,
she knows you. I think She definitely knows Erica.
This is how I know she's lying. Nobody
What?
Knows Erica.
nobody said that. Nobody said that to her, and I know they didn't. She's lying.
Me this long, like like huge, like 4 paragraphs under my comments. And she's been writing me all the while, but I read it last night and it was just really long. And I'm like, well, who wrote this long ass shit? So I went back up to the top, and it's that same person that keep writing me stuff, because she kept breaking Erica down and saying that that's what Erica be doing, and Erica be out here doing shit like this. Erica got a criminal record. Like, she was just breaking Erica down, like that's Erica. He couldn't have did that. How somebody gonna, because they kept trying to say, oh, it's all on him. And she was like, no, that ain't him. That's all Erica. That
Wow.
stuff that you and Erica got going on.
Really? Okay.
Everybody know. I mean, you could tell from over the time by just listening that you ain't got the insight to do that shit. That on that Hulk, all that conspiracy shit. You ain't got the insight to do that. That's some shit that's on Erica. And even think to make that shit up or bring it to the table to say, let's do this. That's something a person wouldn't think to do unless they do that shit. And that's something she had to bring to the table. But y'all, the text messages, that's why I think they stalling on everything, because your lawyer need to get them text messages from your.
Okay, so what she did was she probably watched someone's channel who did something about Erica and some of her crimes. So this is where this is coming from and how she's making this up. And furthermore, I can't quite understand for the life of me, how come we are supposed to forget about his over 30-year criminal history? We shouldn't even be considering that. But yet we have to consider Erica's criminal history. Make it make sense.
Phone and because you didn't delete anything. All your text messages are still on your phone. Yeah, so, but I bet you the cop gonna try to delete that shit. Anything that make you innocent, you gonna delete that shit.
Okay. So what happened on the other thing you tell me about? Saying that you talked to the 40,000 followers. The innocent thing, the innocent project. Yeah.
Yes, I found out. They have a site online, and he's got like 40,000 followers. So I reached out to him. That's what he does. I don't know what state he does it in. That's what he does. So even just getting on his podcast, because somebody commented and wanted to interview me, but I don't know who it is. And they kept trying to say that girl Pam, who is a blogger, but she's also a lawyer, is willing to help, but she's not free. I'm like, hell, ain't nobody free apparently. So at this point, it's just a matter of.
Pam did not say that. She did not say that. And once again, even though she says she worked for the Innocence Project before, the Innocence Project can't and won't help you until you've been found guilty.
Getting the money up, which
That's what it yeah.
So yeah. It's a slow. I'm like, I could have got a job and put my paycheck to this, and just worked it and just got it up with all of this time that's going by. But here nor there. So they were talking, and just listen, because everybody keeps trying to speculate with this baby.
I would get ready to start talking about the baby again. Look, hey, just peeking. Pam gets on there. She takes the legal documents. She goes over them. She explains them, and that's that. She has never said, I'm going to help him. Just give me a call. She charges, but she'll help. Never happened.
Baby thing. Somebody said it 3 times, because I looked at my live yesterday. I looked, reviewed it, and then I was, and somebody kept bringing up, a baby, but I don't know if they was trying to talk about the baby that I had at the house and trying to say that. You get me?
Yeah.
Or if there's a baby, right? Because there's three people that always get on there with an attitude and always be trying to go in and say little slick shit out their mouth and, oh, this person, and I can't believe you're, and I'm like, it's a one-sided story. You can't sit here and tell the whole story and it goes to trial and all the evidence is out. You can't say anything. A person could sit there and say this, that, and the other all day long. I mean, I really put down on that. I just got to get it where the judge sees it, because it's going to really enlighten your case. You get me? Because I was like, okay, you want to say this is, somebody kept trying to go in and act like as if they knew you. It was like a person that either know you or they know somebody that know you. Somebody got in their ear or something to that effect or whatever. They were also saying, did your wife ever file bankruptcy?
Now, excuse me, she doesn't listen to anybody, but she knows all of the tea, all of it, but she don't listen.
2019. They pulled it up. They pulled up her bankrupt. This, let me tell you what the blogger did. Okay, they pulled up her bankruptcy and she went and she marked single. They going off of that she put single on her bankruptcy, that they can't find it. So
now you please tell me how she knows all of those specifics that she's telling right now that happen to be true. How does she know that if she's not listening in somebody's bushes, in somebody's clouds, or right there in the chat?
this is the thing, and what they do is, and this is what another girl did, and you got to comment on it.
I'm not saying nothing.
Don't say nothing. This one chick, Yandy from Love and Hip Hop, she did the same thing.
Here we go, comparing ourselves to celebrities. Sherry, I think she did say it was someone in her comments, but nobody is going to leave a comment that specific on somebody's page, because everything she just said was the truth. Nobody is going to be that specific. So she heard that from somewhere. She was probably, I bet she was listening to Bougie and heard that. And then she says people keep asking her about that baby. They're not asking about his baby. They're asking about that baby she has that she ignores while she talks on the phone to Nesto or sits up on her lives. That's the baby they're asking about.
Thing. She married Mandisi. She had more money than him. He didn't know. She didn't file it. They had a big wedding and everything. It was televised. And then like the next year, we found out she never filed it. He found out 2 years later because he ended up going to jail for some drugs or some shit he had did in the streets, right? She filed it eventually after he got out. But she said she was worried about her money and her this and her that because, but she'd already had 2 kids with the dude. So that was crazy to say you got 2 kids with him, but you didn't really want to marry him because you was worried about your money. She eventually filed it, but he didn't know. He was under the pretense that they were married, but they weren't.
Oh, they still married now, right?
They're married now because she eventually filed it. She filed it 3 years later. She filed it.
Oh, okay.
Food for thought. But anyway, they posted a new story 2 days ago.
Food for thought. Y'all catch that? But I thought we were talking about tax returns. So they were, and I don't watch Love and Hip Hop, so I don't know. So she's saying that he thought that they were married and they really weren't married, but 3 years after, later she signed the papers. That's impossible because you have to have those. Some states it's 60 days and some days it's 90 days. You get that license. If you don't turn it in and get married, then you have to start from scratch. So I don't understand what she's saying.
I guess for the shooting for the mall or whatever, whenever he got arrested. They running that story now. They just the same bitch that put all my information out there, my mama, my brother, all of that shit. This is her, Miss Nosy. She's just digging whoever she can think about that's been on the phone. She's just trying to dig up their background and bring up anything. So since Dion's been on the phone with you, they trying to bring up Dion. I don't know what they can bring up about Dre. They're a fan of Dre. Everybody loves Dre. So I don't know. Somebody mentioned, why don't you use Dre's lawyer? I don't know who that person is, or if they just, or if she did a background on them. But it's just
they're just going on the conversation.
She knows because she heard the call. She knows exactly what everybody is talking about. How are you doing, BB Queens? BB Queens says, should we let them go on ahead and be celebrities because they always relating their life to celebrities? You ain't know. They already think they are celebrities. What you talking about, child? They are famous. Hey, Peppermint Patty.
it's just nonstop. That them bitches is so like, you know, thirsty for a click. Just thirsty for a click. That's all it is. And apparently everybody related to this is a story. It's a story.
So now they got him out there. What is that supposed to be a new highline, a new topic?
Yeah,
It's supposed to be
a new topic. Yeah, it's a new topic. So now they talking about the son and what he got. But I didn't click and I listened to. I just
said, "Don't worry about it, Legacy." She doesn't know what she's talking about either. Oh my gosh!
just looked at the headline and they had his mug shot or his braids when he had twist in his hair or whatever. So I don't know how old that is. And then they had a picture of you on. They pull everybody's pictures from their pages and stuff, and they put a picture of you on the side.
Yeah, Deborah C. Bless their willow hearts. Victor the Veil says they're wireless celebrities. They think they're relevant. They're just a part of a true crime saga. Okay. And here's the thing. She says that, do anything to get a click. Well, the purpose of being a content creator and doing what you do is because apparently it's something that you're interested in and you want to do it. And of course, when you put the work in and you do it, you want people to look at it. I mean, I know when I sit up and edit a video that's only 15 to 20 minutes long, but yet it took me 3 hours. Of course, I want people to look at it. And of course, I want them to thumbs up the video. Of course, I want that. But I mean, it's not a live or die thing. It's not.
It's stupid crazy. It's just out of fucking control at this point. But like I say, the only thing I focus on is the case and putting light and saying, they were trying to, say, okay, I say, okay, fine.
Oh,
it's
God.
Civil. It's civil. And then I had to bring up the fact that
it's civil. And we clown you for that every day. So much so we don't even want to hear the word civil again. Jay Vickers says, now you know damn well she listened and she saw the thumbnail of Dion's mugshot and Nesto's pic, but ain't listened to the video. Come on. She was right. That's how she can practically quote verbatim what was said in these videos.
If you're dating somebody and money is exchanged, and if you feel like you want your money back, it's civil. You can't sit there and say that was. If you read, just going off the warrants, just reading what the warrants. I said, because I don't know anything but what the warrants say. I said, just like me, how many you talk on the phone about it. I said, only because me and this one girl kept going back and forth, and she kept just adamant. I don't know if it was the stepchild or somebody over there in that camp.
If they don't stop,
or either one of the girls, that's pissed off or whatever. But I bought everything out.
Vic to the Veil. When I first started out, I tried to use iMovie. I couldn't make sense of it, so I deleted it. And then I recently, now that I know a little bit about what I'm doing, I tried to do iMovie again and deleted it again. It's too complicated for me. I don't know what it is that's stuck in my brain, but I can't do that. Um, Now, here we have Sandman. I don't recall seeing you here before, and you said, "Give me back my money." Um, I know you. Okay, I don't know you, and I don't. I'm not sure what's going on here.
Like, and I was like, okay, I put everything out there because that's what I wanted, just to put everything out there to say, why were they saying he was so dangerous in court? And the one girl was like, aggravated robbery. I was like, just because you got a case and a conviction don't
Oh,
mean you
for
did the crime.
heaven!
I
Are
said, you don't
you
know anything
kidding
about law.
me?
I said, I could be in a car. Somebody can go in the store and kill somebody and rob the store. I could not know anything, and I can get the charge.
Okay, all right, Sandman. Just kidding. Um, did y'all hear that? So okay, he gets arrested and convicted of aggravated robbery, but that don't mean he did it. Okay. So this man is innocent of all of his over 30 years worth of criminal activity. Okay.
And get convicted.
And
Because
if you go in the store with your friend and your friend robs the store, yeah, you're gonna be in trouble too because you was with your friend. Now it might be a different story if you go in the store with your friend, they rob the store, and you look at him like, "I'm not going, I'm not getting back in that car," and I would stay and help the police. But if you go in the store and your friend robs it, and you proceed to leave the store and get back in the car with your friend, then yeah, you're charged with it. You don't have to be the robber with the gun, but you're associated with it. And that's something that she doesn't understand, guilt by association. Obsessed with the Mess said, even though he pled guilty to all of that ish. That's how her brain works. Jay Vickers says, yeah, innocent of all 39 charges. Okay. The whole RICO case, he says he didn't do nothing, including the bigamy.
I don't know no better.
Y'all notice she don't never talk about the bigamy. I know there was one visit where it slightly came up, but where he don't know them folks, he ain't been married to them folks for years. But other than that, we don't talk about the bigamy.
It scared me into a conviction. Now I got a murder. Now I got an aggravated robbery on me. I never left the car. I said, so you can't sit there and say just because somebody got a conviction that they actually did the crime. Because a lot of people are just stupid when it comes to this shit. They just read it and say, he did this, and I'm like, don't know. I said, because they took a plea. He wasn't found guilty.
Oh my God.
I said, so he could have been scared into it.
Oh my God. You got to be kidding me.
At, in his early 20s, he was a kid. I said, so you just don't know. So that's why you got to speak on it when you go to court.
Okay. Well, that's a lot going on, ain't it?
It's a lot. I just wanted to make sure that I put light on it. And just, the other side, because everybody was just.
I'm sorry. I know maybe I haven't seen this visit before. I don't know, but did y'all really? I mean, is anybody listening to this logic? You took a plea, but you was 20 and you was scared. So so everybody convicted in their 20s who took a plea only took it because they're scared. Now, I do know that there are cases where people take pleas because they know they may not have done that crime, but they know they did a couple other crimes. And so they take the plea for the lesser crime. I do know that. And there are some people who have just recently, just last week, someone was released from jail who was found, he actually didn't take a plea, he was found guilty of SA, and then come to find out DNA has exonerated him 20 some years later and $5 million richer, but that doesn't give him back the time that was taken from him. But I just, there's no way I believe that This argumentative man right here pled guilty to something he did not do. Maybe he didn't do that crime, but he did a crime and he took that plea.
So one-sided. They're not saying the extremities as they were saying when those child peak charges came out. They're not going in like they were going in at all. They're mainly, for the most part, still coming after me. That one girl, she just be trying to figure out new angles to drag somebody in the story to get a click, like people really care about, what's going on with Dion. I don't know. It got 10,000 clicks.
You're right. He does want her to shut up so bad. And this is another thing. I don't, unless I looked specifically at that moment while I'm doing a live or whatever, I don't know how many clicks and views somebody's. Hell, I don't even know how many clicks and views mine get unless I look. I don't know. So how is it that she can remember or know that somebody got 10,000 on a video that they did? I mean, who's paying attention to that? Obsessed with the Mess says, did they know their visits were being put out there at this time? Probably not, because this visit is December the 29th. And I don't think the visits started coming out, I think, after the new year. But here's the thing. Right at the top of this, where they sit or whatever on this video, it says all visits are monitored and recorded. So, I mean, the whole fact, I would watch what I say, not so much because it's going to be somebody's going to put in a FOIA and get the visit or get the phone call. I'm going to watch what I say because it's a recorded line and it could be used. So unless we're talking about the sky, the ceiling, and how you feeling, I wouldn't go all into my case and victims and all of that stuff. Hey, Miss Boogie Down, thank you so much for the sticker. Miss Boogie Down says, here's a little something for having to tolerate this shit. Thank you so much. I had only said I was going to do an hour, and here we still are. But after this visit, we done. Y'all got it. I want to make sure everybody goes to work on time.
That ain't shit.
Oh, come on, YouTube. See, YouTube, and when we getting close to the end, it start messing up bad.
Money in her pocket. Shit, I made $100. I only got 80. I only got, what I got, 83,000 views.
Wow. Okay then. Okay.
But I'm about to switch it up.
I really wish that her channel was still up. That seems impossible. 83 some thousand views, and she only had 2,000 and some subscribers. I don't know. Maybe that is possible. Who knows? But I wish her channel was up so that I could see that. And Shelly C has gifted one Legacy Moon True Crime and Mysteries membership. Thank you very much, Shelly C. And that was gifted to Deborah C.
After, I think I'm supposed to say something today.
What's going on? Come on, YouTube. We almost there.
Because the tapes got out about the boyfriend thing back in July. I mean, you had that conversation. They released that tape. You remember?
Not really. Not really, I don't.
It was the last of one of them type of conversations.
Obsessed with the mess
that we had, but I'd already admitted to saying that it got deeper than it should have got, and then we backed out. So
with the mess
that was talking about July.
Said,
this was
he's not going to say you made $100 off of me.
After we were on the phone talking, it was already her saying that she wanted a divorce, and then you saying you were already done. So that's why I had to go in and cut into this one girl and say, what the fuck are you talking about? Y'all keep harping on that shit. I said, I care about that about this much. I said, my whole concern is his
Y'all know
case.
what? I'm gonna have to that meme with Candy Burris going the lies, the lie. I'm gonna get that and put that over because this girl, how many people have we heard about her cussing out just on these 2 visits?
I could give 2 fucks about all that other shit y'all talking about, that whole thing. Y'all so worried about who fucking who and who's a side chick and who's this and who's that. I said, y'all worry about the wrong thing. Then the same chick brought up somebody. She put a picture of some older lady. I don't know who it is. And she's trying to say that lady's trying to say she's out of $200,000 because of you. Somebody else. It's an older chick. I don't know who it is. I don't know if it's the actual real estate girl.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. It's the same. They going, they done pull their stuff up, putting them on there.
That's the same shit then. That's what they're going to court for, because that's about the same amount of money. So
right, that's what they talking about.
Her and some other chick or whatever. But I was like, so they don't pull that up. They pull that up. So you're saying that them people talking about the case? So I don't know what she said. I just look at the head. You know what I'm saying? And
Remember, y'all, she only looks at the thumbnail. Miss Boogie Down says phone call from prison averages 25K views for Nesto calls and had 83,000. Y'all believe that? I got a bridge to sell you for $15. Yeah, Victor Lavelle, I don't know, old chick, younger chick. I guess she's talking about Gail Bickham as the older chick and Melanie Scretchen as the young chick, I guess. But what is she?
I said, I don't open up hear anything because she's very extremely. That's the one that kept calling me a hoe. And she's
talking about the one talking about what the you want me to talk about?
She did not call you a hoe. I was there. She called you a stripper, and she said you were a whore. But that's it.
Go first after she be talking.
Mm-hmm. Her, that bitch. She be like,
man, that lady crazy,
Jesus
man.
Christ. She'll be calling me a hoe, and then she'll be like, Jesus Christ and amen and all of that.
Oh, for heaven's sakes.
That, and then be like, ho, 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 and sucking and fucking, and then she start talking about church. And
wow.
These people. And they all keep trying to come, well, because you're atheist. Yes. Okay, so I act better than all of y'all put together because y'all want to do, well, not really on my channel because I don't allow name calling and bullying and negativity. I let a person like those 3 girls that like to come on there and go in a little bit, and then everybody be like, block her.
Girl, stop your lying.
No, she keep it respectful. She could say how she feels because I need to answer the hard question. Because everybody else is just, asking these little things. Let me, put out there what she talking about, And I'm sad. So they keep going back to the fact, mad that I sent you pictures of your wife. You remember back in April, right?
You did.
Well, why did you do that? I said, I think I told you this. Didn't I tell you this? When the girl
no, you didn't tell me that. You didn't tell me that.
So the bitch was trying to go in, and I said, first of all, they was together, and that's his wife. And if he want to see his wife, he can see his wife. I said, but y'all got pictures of me talking about, oh, well, you got an attitude when she put your picture out. I said, the bitch put my picture out for the world to see. She didn't send my picture to somebody I deal with. I said, so get it straight. I said, how are you going to compare the two? I said, and I had to tell her, I said, you sound dumb. You sound real dumb trying to compare a blogger who I don't know, putting my picture, my family's picture, and going through his page, putting his pictures all on her shit. He don't know her, and he don't need his pictures out there for the world to see. But you're going to try to compare that to me sending privately something that he only can see. He only can see this. I said, this bitch got the whole world looking at these pictures.
Privately in legal mail that you were not supposed to be sending the pictures in. Go on, put your foot in your mouth.
Putting my face out there when I didn't want my face out there. Because if that was the case, I would have came out myself and said, oh, yeah, me, it's not her. They're talking about me. I'm the person on the phone. I said, but.
Okay.
A lot.
There's a lot going on.
Like, why do you tell him anything? Do you think he wants to hear that? I was like, whenever he tells me he don't want to hear something, because they hear the phone calls, I said, whenever he says he don't want to hear something, then I won't tell.
More lies.
But he gonna hear everything and know everything and decide if he doesn't want to hear something. I'm seeing that I'm going through it. He can go through it. It ain't that bad. It's just compared to what you're dealing with here. All that shit is nothing. It's just bullshit. Gossip.
Yeah, that's nothing compared to what I'm going through right now.
It ain't nothing. And that's why I kept telling him, I could care two fucks. Y'all worried about who fucking who and all of that. I said, I'm not worried about that shit. Why'd you go on Tasha K? I said, to put light on his situation. That's exactly what it did. I said, put light on his court case, because y'all kept calling him this, that, and the other, talking about he with zoo animals and this, that, all of this messy shit y'all kept saying about him with this case. I said, and all I wanted to do was put light on the real of the situation. And that's what I did.
Did y'all hear anything about any zoo animals? I've never heard anybody say that.
These boots are ugly.
Zoo animals.
Yeah, they're really, really, really ugly.
I am going to say this in my Andrew Caldwell voice. She's delusional.
Oh my God. I'm just looking at him like.
That's why I need my Bible.
Just looking at him like.
Lions, tigers, bears. Oh my.
This shit look wicked. I'm gonna take these to the
zoo animal. Come on, YouTube. Come on. And she
homeless shelter.
That was
the shoes.
Yeah.
Can I ask y'all, what homeless person wants to walk around in
some homeless chick or like them? She get back on her feet. She can wear them at the club.
Yeah. The other guy, he probably hit you up. When you get on your thing tonight. The guy from Macon.
Get more. Did he write you?
No, he can't. You have to. That takes like 15 days, but they gonna probably.
You know something? I believe she has anemia. Look at her. She look now for once, she does look light right here. And the way that her eyes are, because I know that's that's kind of, I get a funny color too when my iron or blood is low. So she looks like she has anemia.
Probably hit you on your thing tonight.
I gotta I want
because I wrote him back and told him that I wrote him back.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote him back and told him that he can hit me up on that text thing, but
Big to the veil. I don't know if it's a bump, if it's some Molly and perks. I don't know what it is, but sometimes the way she acts, it leads me to believe she's had something. I don't know. She could have been in the sauce, something. And Harmon says, a working girl slash boy. Deborah C says, Jenny on the block in heels.
I ain't heard that, but I'm pretty sure I told him to
I'll
hit
go
you
on
on your
there and
thing.
message him. Yeah, he's on
Yeah.
my message from the first live that I did.
Look at that part, y'all. Look at that part. Look.
Yeah, and I'll go on there because I want what's the name to sit with me. The one that sat with you, that was locked up with you, the movie guy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I just want him to do a character, situation as to, how your character was when you was locked up with, how
Another
you was,
criminal.
and just his thoughts on it, because that's an impartial person. Because everybody think I'm dictified and shit, so they think my mind is just gone and I'm kind of there and I'm kind of not there. So you get somebody that's impartial.
Wow.
It's digmatized, Sonia. Digmatized.
Okay.
I mean, there's only two people that said that, but everybody else was like tight-lipped about it because they was just like, damn, we never thought about that. We never thought about it being civil because they don't think about the.
Sherry says, could you explain why she's always sleeping as well? I had low iron issues a few years back, and that was an issue for me too. Well, I mean, I know as soon as my iron is low and I know I need some iron infusions and blood transfusions, it's because I start eating a lot of ice, popsicles, or pickles. And I do get tired. I will sleep the entire day away. But the thing of it is once you get your infusion, you're okay. There is no way that her iron is low like for that many months in a row at one time, because the longer she stays working on this case and with him, the worse she looks. If you look at some of like the beginning when we first started seeing her, she didn't look like that. But now, I mean, it's just her eyes look sunk in and they're bags. But right now on this video, this just looks like low iron to me, because I know how funny looking my color gets. My color gets real funny looking, and hers is looking real funny.
Law and criminal justice, and the difference between something that's a civil case as opposed to something that's criminal. You didn't even think about that till I mentioned it to you when we was reading the warrants, and I was like, that's civil. That's not. If you want your money back and you ask for it and you don't get it, then you take it to civil court and then you civilly sue the person. You can't sit there and date a person and money's exchanged. And I said this on my live. I wish I could have seen you my live. I said it's the same thing. You trying to say he took some money and misappropriate the funds. She said, go buy biscuits, and he came back with a tire. Okay, that's the same thing when a girl says, I'm pregnant and I need $1,000 because I need money for an abortion, and the bitch go buy a bag. I said, that's the same situation. I said, so is that a crime? It's the same thing if I say I need money for my light bill. It's $300. They about to turn it off, and he give me $300 and I go buy some shoes.
If I give you some money and I tell you to go out and buy me a can of Pillsbury dough biscuits, and you come back home with a can of Campbell soup, you have stolen from me.
That's misappropriated funds. That's me lying to get money for one thing, and I'm going to buy another thing. I said, it's the same thing. I said, so what's the difference? Is that a crime? I said, no, it's a problem. I said, you could cause problems.
I don't know why she doesn't make any eye contact with him. Coffee and cream. I've always said that that's strange. She looks everywhere but at him. But now Deborah C has a wonderful idea. She says, let's all order cheap Timu wigs and have a civil panel with thick tracks like that. I wouldn't even know how to put tracks in my hair to make them look that bad. I don't think any of us could do that because most of us take pride in our appearance and don't walk around thinking that we are cute like she does. Sherry says, no, I'm very familiar with the iron issue. I was agreeing with you, but Sonia doesn't take care of herself. No, she doesn't. And Vic to the Veil tried to help her out with that and talk to her about her health and nutrition, but she didn't want to hear it. So she hung up. Um, could explain why she's always sleepy. She's not addressing her iron issue. I just don't think. See, the thing, I agree with you, but the thing about it is she has to at some point address it, or because I mean, it what happened to me. I ended up I almost died. I was in the hospital for days in ICU because my iron and my blood had dropped so low that they did not expect me to pull through, and I did. But with her, so I mean, it's probably not, she probably doesn't take the necessary, what do you call it, supplements. And then also because she has, I guess her intestines are rerouted, so I know that her body might not absorb the vitamins like they should. So that could be going on too. But I just think she's, a lot of her looking like that is she's just getting worn down from the case.
And it because, you lied to get the money. I said, but
We know it's not because she doesn't get sleep, because what is she always, if I was that in love with a man and really supporting him and taking care of him like this while he's in jail and I think he's innocent, I would make sure that I was awake and logged in to Judge Manning's court when he went for his hearings. Everybody, all of his hearings except for one have been, in fact, I'm not even sure, I think they've all been on here, on somebody's channel or another, and I would make sure that I attend all of them. She never knows what's going on. The last one he had, she told me she was just going to call Sylvia and ask what happened. That's some crazy stuff.
it's a relationship. I said, so therefore it's civil. I said, if he walked up to a stranger and had a meeting with a stranger and this, that, and the other, and kind of conned the stranger. Even my sister had went through this. She with this guy who said if she gave him, I think it was $2,000. He worked for a furniture store in Miami. He could get her a discount and he'd have her pick out all this furniture. The dude took the money and just ran with it, right? So she went to the police and she had no type of dealings with him other than that, right? And the police was like, that's civil. You got to sue him. And they was like, that's not even criminal. And he got $2,000 just trying to say, I'm gonna hook you up with some furniture. And he just took the money and bounced with it, not answering the phones, nothing, just avoiding her. And so she had to get a PI to, track him down and this, that, and the other. That's why I was like, it's a fine line. Between, but not your case. It's because when me and the attorney was speaking on it, he was like, civil. He was like, that's civil.
Sherry, you make a good point about the eye contact. And Sherry says, I think it's either she's not attracted to him or she lies so much she can't face him. That last part is what I really, really, really agree with. She lies so much, I just think it's hard to look at him. And she has also been so strong and wrong throughout this whole thing. I think, she is his only support now, and I think that is just really, really wearing on her. Can you imagine? And I bet she can't wait till all this is over. At this point, I think whether he's found guilty or not, she just wants it to be over, because I just think she's tired of dealing with it. She never thought that she would have to be this involved. As we know, she never does anything until Monday, if she does it then, and it's usually Monday 12 months after he asks for it.
They would have to really try to prove in his attempt that it's personal.
So how is that going? With the new person?
I didn't call him. I gotta call him I gotta call him today because a holiday, and I know he's probably on vacation.
Oh, okay.
He's probably on vacation.
Okay.
These chicken shoes is crazy. I don't know what I was thinking. And I walked back in the house and was like, then I was running late and I was just like, fuck it. I'll just, it ain't no thing. It ain't no thing. I ain't gonna worry about it.
Okay. So I did get a letter. I'm gonna tell you, but I did get a letter they put in for another bond reduction for
I told you all your cases except for old boy's case.
Old boy. Okay, old boy is a day for old boy cases. Yeah.
It.
No, I knew you probably didn't see it, but that's what I got, saying that they put in for another bond reduction.
So Creole Lewis,
she didn't
put in for a bond reduction.
Yeah, that's what it says. Yeah,
she didn't see
yes.
it. She didn't see it because she didn't look. A lot of times he be telling her what's gonna happen, and then she goes and looks.
Just trying to tell you what I got now.
He's bipolar. But I be talking mad shit on him too.
Okay.
So he must be here.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, me and my mouth. I was like, yeah, he gonna get sued for all of that back. So, or either he heard the phone call. I don't know, but he knows. Maybe he's trying to step that up so he don't have to pay no money back because he know he fucked up. He ain't got it.
Okay, well then maybe I don't know. I don't know. All I know is just what I got. That's what they say. Put in another, and yeah, and I'm not going in front of the same judge. I'm going in front of somebody else.
You get a court date?
No, I don't have that. No, I didn't
see a file. I looked at it this morning.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, that's what it said. It said it's
file. You didn't.
File. So, and I'm not going in front of the same person, going in front of somebody else. Yeah, like going in front of that person that you liked so much, and then they disappointed you.
Your lawyer didn't elaborate on your illness. She just spoke just general.
No, not that person, not that one. I'm talking about the other one, the first one, the first one, the one what made getting that $800,000. That one.
Oh, her Manning.
Yeah.
You're not going in front of her. No, you're going in front of Kim, the black chick.
I don't know who it's gonna be. Yeah.
I need to call her office so they can look at it too, so she could see what I've been saying about the case, because this is crazy.
Who's Kim? Does anybody know who she's talking about? Who's Kim? I don't know who that is.
You need to write her. You need to write that judge. Can you write the judge?
That's not my judge. I don't know who my judge is. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
She was you don't have a judge right now because your cases aren't assigned. But
right, that's right.
Whoever was heard on that, like she was the last judge that heard you on those cases. So until you get heard again, you can write her.
Yeah, but I'm not fooling with them folks right now. I'm just gonna wait till the lawyer come and
your attorney, the attorney that I talked to, he told me she's a good judge. She's a fair judge. As long as you got your shit in order when you come to court, she's gonna do what she's supposed to do.
Well, I don't know. I can't tell. I can't tell.
I mean, I thought she did good. Had your lawyer had her shit together, you could have, she was, and it looked like she was like anything. You get me?
Yeah, and that's true. This is true. But hey, what you smiling for?
Your face.
Oh, okay. Yes, like it. Yeah, I'm gonna hang in now. I'm gonna hang in there.
Real quick,
Hurry
we
up.
can't talk about this on the phone. Your son, I can't believe that shit. With his little.
I did not realize that that was her first name. I knew that it was Esmond Adams, but I didn't realize Kimberly was her first name. How, I don't know. Maybe it's because of how I was raised, but usually people with titles, I give it to them. Like I wasn't allowed to call my mom's friends by their first name unless I put a miss in front of it. And I would never refer, like Judge Manning, I wouldn't say, oh, I'm about to watch Alex on Zoom court. I mean, I just wouldn't say that. It's Judge Manning. I think that especially in positions like that, when you get when you earn a title like that, people should use it.
What's he but?
You know what? Hey, just forgive him, move forward, because guess what? He don't even know what's coming his way. So,
I'm not giving you nothing till he call me and say happy
Okay.
birthday to me.
man, that's some kid
And
stuff.
he's your child.
Man's life. You playing games and you 30-something years old acting like you a toddler. How about he need to call me and say happy? I almost died in a car accident. Were you hospitalized? No. But then how did you almost die? Because your car got towed? You got up and walked away? How did you almost die?
You can be in a car accident and almost die. A little half an inch further, it could have killed you. A couple more inches and you'd have been in the hospital. What is she talking about? You can get hit by a car and almost die and not be hospitalized. Come on.
I'm trying to figure that out. That's a drama queen. I almost died. My car got totaled. That doesn't mean you can get in a fender bender and die in a fender bender. It's not about the severity of the car. It's what did it do to your body? Did you break something? Were you hospitalized? Did they life flight you out of there? No, you walked away, right? So how did you almost die?
Yeah. Don't pay that stuff no attention. That's don't pay it. That ain't nothing, man. That trust me.
You gotta look and see. Sometimes when the sibling is and you got a little.
This is the part that pissed Dion off. This ninja didn't even bother to meet me until I was 13 years old. So that means for 13 years that we know of, he didn't pay child support. And I bet you, after listening to what Dion's mom sound like, she probably didn't ask for support after that. So, and then he has a birthday and you don't call and you expect him to send money for you? No, it doesn't work that way. You are supposed to support the child. The child's not supposed to support you until you become elderly and you need care.
That in you, but you ain't all the way there. But you got a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Fathers are so important. That's why I was like, because it's a lot of straight guys that like women, but they got a, what I'm saying, that overly sensitive side. You just be like, what the fuck? I love you.
Well, they love you too. Well, I ain't got that. I'm straight.
I know.
The way that she speaks of her son and the way the relationship that they have together makes me wonder he might have a little something soft in him as well.
An hour.
Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe.
Ooh, thank God.
Notifications on so you don't miss the next
one. Well, we made it. We have made it. And we are all done for tonight. Now, I'm going to try to come back tomorrow, maybe evening or afternoon or both, with some more looking back, going back down memory lane in the windows of Nesto and Sonia's mind. I know it's a scary place to be, but we are counting down the RICO. I appreciate everyone who was here this evening listening to this mess. I know while we're reviewing these older calls, we are going to hear some things that is going to piss us off and get under our skin. We know that that's going to happen, but hey, it's all a part of doing this RICO case. And hopefully tomorrow YouTube is acting right, because it has been acting a fool these last couple of days, and I don't like that. So anyway, we are going to get out of here. Let me see. What can I find to play? Let's try this one. Y'all have a good night. Have a good day tomorrow. If anyone is on the road traveling, safe travels. If you're starting your work week tomorrow, have a good week. I appreciate every last one of you for being here, because you could have been anywhere else, but you were right here with me. DJ, drop the beat.
Yeah.
Don't forget to thumbs up the video on your way out.
No. No.